followed by the opening prayer.
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marugdog na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi namaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayo lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Ayang mag-ibig na sa silanganan, agang ng puso, sa bigyan mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, ganda ng mag-ibig, sa paglulutin, pinagsisigil, sa nakatulong sa sigaran, sa langit ng mga, naginagang tula at tawid sa paglayang nilamahal. Kami sa kapwa-tawa, tuloy na lupay na narinig, tuloy na araw na kailang kamay mabili. Ang araw ng may pagsigaw, tuloy namin sa piling mo. Ang hikaya na pagkay magkakamit, ang magkay ng dahil sa'yo.
May we in reverence stand before the divine presence of our Dear Father, we thank you for everyone gathered here today. We ask for your blessing and guidance so that the activities set for this undertaking be successful. We ask you to open our eyes to see the wonderful things from this event. We also ask that you open our ears so that we may retain valuable knowledge. Open our minds to think wisely. Fill us with understanding, cooperation, and peace in fulfilling our responsibilities. Open our hearts so that we may receive your everlasting love. Open our spirit so that we may know that you are with us all throughout the day. We ask these in the name of Christ. Amen. A pleasant morning to everyone. I am Monica Marisa Lia from the Capacity Development Division. I will be your host for the 2024 Procurement Forum exclusive for the local government units and state universities and colleges. Ayan, good morning po to everyone. At this juncture po, to officially welcome all of us, let us hear it straight from the Executive Director of the Government Procurement Policy Board Technical Support Office, Executive Director Rowena Candace Ruiz.
Good morning, everyone. I'm really very happy and glad and enjoyed and really excited to welcome all to our Procurement Forum for the year 2024. Not only because this would be, I think, the 6th year since we established the Procurement Forum in 2019, because also, as you noticed, we are in our new home. This is the GPPB-TSO building. At tayo po ang unang training na gagawin namin for this building. So, congratulations to you. Thank you so much. As I mentioned earlier, we first introduced this forum in 2019 precisely to be able to really focus on procurement planning. And as procurement practitioners, I'm sure you know why. You know, in a 2012 study, procurement planning has been the cost or lack of procurement planning has been the major cause for failure in public bidding, in public procurement. So we should really be able to recalibrate our trainings, our professionalization program towards the more important aspects of procurement. Okay? We should really be looking into how to improve procurement planning. And it's not just about preparation of AP or the preparation of AP. It's really more focusing on the strategic procurement planning plan for our agency. That is why, if you notice, we have really plan the program for this halfway session so that you'll be able to look at what other strategic interventions that you can actually implement or apply in your own offices. And of course, we also want to take advantage of this opportunity to learn from you as well. So please, I do encourage everybody to ask questions and clarify because we have very wonderful esteemed colleagues of ours in the procurement profession that will be facilitating the discussion. They will just be lecturing you, we will be facilitating the discussion with you. And because you're procurement professionals, it's very important for you to engage. Especially because I want to share that among our proposals in the amendment of RU is to institutionalize professionalization. What does it mean? We have proposed the creation of procurement positions. Okay? So, gone are the days na add-on lang or add-on on procurement. Because if we keep on telling you procurement is important, the first thing we should be doing is to actually mandate the creation of positions. And these are not just admin positions. There should be technical positions. Because we know, right now, if you happen to be among the 23% na mayroong procurement offices, ang positions are admin. So it has to be technical. There also has to be a supervisory and managerial level positions for procurement. We're also pushing for the licensing of procurement professionals so that you will also be carrying a proud carrier of procurement professional card. And of course, very important, we will be establishing a code of ethics. Because when it comes to public procurement, there's a lot of gray areas. Maraming pwede naman sa batas, pag alam mo mo yung gagawin. So that's what we're trying to cover in the code of ethics. So there's so much to learn for this half-day session, and this will not be the end of it. I'm sure there will be more trainings to be offered by GPPB-TSO and many other partners. But for today, please do listen in, join in the discussion, and ask questions. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and have a great day. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Reed.
And that was Executive Director Rowena Candice Ruiz. And we officially welcome all of you to the fiscal year 2024 Procurement Forum, Strategic Procurement Excellence, Achieving Better Outcomes Through Early Procurement Planning. With our official hashtag Procurement Excellence 2024, brought to you of course by the Government Procurement Policy Board Technical Support Office. Ayan, no? Finally po, in the flesh, nandito na tayong lahat, no? 3 taon po tayong Digital Procurement Forum. We started 2021, 2022, 2023, and then finally we are here. No, sabi nga po ni Edie Ruiz earlier on sa kanya pong opening remarks, this building is for you. No? Ayun, this year's Procurement Forum po talaga is really more than special because we're also celebrating finally the opening of our GPPB-TSO building. Kaya naman we are very, very excited to invite all of you to finally kick off this historic and momentous event. Ready na po ba ang lahat? Thank you everyone. At nalocate po ninyo ang building na ito. And so, before we go ahead and meet our first speaker, allow me to proceed lang po with our preliminary. So, in GPPB-TSO po, we really believe that procurement excellence is intentional. And it really has to start with procurement planning. No? So for this year's theme, we would like to accentuate or highlight po how essential procurement planning in achieving procurement excellence, emphasizing in the advantages that arise from initiating procurement activities early on in the process. And so for this year, no, we will be having 3 technical sessions. Now, every session shall only be an hour long. Isang oras lang po per technical session. Why? Because every session is crafted only to focus on the main points and central issues of procurement planning. Now, meron pa po kaming isang surprise. So, itong procurement forum natin, we have an hour-long 3 technical sessions because this year, we will be having our regular in-house training. So, itong regular in-house trainings na ito po na yung comprehensive lecture discussion of our available modules. So, for today, we will only be having 3 technical sessions and an hour-long technical session per session. Okay? So, of course, we will start with procurement planning, market scoping, and then procurement planning. Alright, so now let me just quickly discuss po our house rules. So simple lang po ito, we only have 3 house rules. So first, questions shall only be entertained at the end of each session. At the end of each session, so meaning po, we will be having 3 open forums. And this is very important, only related questions shall be accommodated by our resource speakers. And bago po makalimutan, we are also, for those who cannot join us today, here until Friday, we are also simultaneously being broadcasted live through our Facebook live streaming. Kaya shout out po sa mga participants natin sa ating Facebook live streaming. If you have questions, just please drop your questions in the comment section. Okay? So next po. Ayan, register and evaluate through our ProHub. So lahat po dito ay meron na pong ProHub account, yes? Yes. Sa atin naman pong mga Facebook Live participants, the link or the QR code link po ay nakapin sa ating comment section. Please do register sa ating ProHub system. Why? Because, next slide please, your certificate shall be sent via the ProHub. Ayan. So, system-generated po ang ating certificate. So, once you accomplish the evaluation after the official end of our event, automatic po, masisend na po ang ating certificate of participation sa inyong respective emails. Okay? Alright, so I believe we are now ready to start our first technical session. And ladies and gentlemen, we call on our first technical session resource speaker, GPPB recognized trainer, Ms. Leslie Tanya Frank.
Good morning, everyone. So, 1 hour. Hopefully matapos ko yung 1 hour. Now, kaya ko to, 1 hour. So, sino mga secretariat natin dito? Nag-video ko sa? May dala-dala. Mga secretariat, meron po ba? Meron. TWG. Ayun, sa likod ng pet. Back members. Meron din. End users. Marami. Tama lang yung marami. Kasi because the first topic is para talaga po ito. Karamihan ng mga kailangan nating alamin dito is for the end users. Okay. Good morning din sa ating mga participants sa live natin sa Facebook. So we'll start the first topic this morning is about procurement planning and budget linkage. Hello. Sige. The procurement planning, itong procurement planning, usually ito yung napapabayaan natin. Diba? Nakakonsentrate tayo with the training, para dun sa mga back members natin, PWG members natin, secretariat natin. Pero yung mga end users na pinanggagalingan ng ating mga documents for procurement, yun po yung hindi natin natitrain ng maayos. So, this morning, itong procurement planning, we will emphasize kung ano ba talaga yung trabaho. Although, short lang siya, overview lang talaga siya kasi 1 hour is maiksing panahon lang. Supposed to be kung buong planning talaga, the whole morning po talagang schedule, usually 2 hours. So, more than 2 hours yung ating pag i-discuss natin yung kabuuan. Okay, for this morning, we have to explain or discuss the Philippine procurement paradigm, then the strategic procurement planning. Dati, ang naririnig lang natin, procurement planning. Pero ngayon, dinagdagan natin ng strategic procurement management. So, hindi lang talaga siya from planning yung aalamin natin. And proactive planning. Okay. For the Philippine procurement paradigm, if you can see, yung ating procurement paradigm, ito the procurement paradigm reflects the needs. Nag-start po tayo from the identification of the needs up to the satisfaction. So yung tanong ko po sa inyo, sino po ba ang nag-identify ng needs? Si end user. Sino po ba ang nasa-satisfy doon sa diniliver natin? Si end user din. So kung titingnan natin, from start hanggang dulo, nandoon si end user. So dapat, yun po yung may alam, hindi lang po yung, usually kasi, di ba, sa may mga national agency po ba dito? May NGAs po ba or LGUs? Meron. Okay. Ang karamihan, dun sa mga end users natin, minsan ang ginalagay natin mga supply officer. Kung minsan nga, COS pa or yung mga mababang item. Pero kung titingnan natin, yung responsibility of the supply officer is napakalaki. Kasi sila po yung gumagawa ng mga procurement documents. And of course, part po nila yon sa trabaho nila is to monitor up to the implementation of the contract. Kung lahat po yun nagawa na ba. So, we will, this paradigm is divided into 4 quadrants. So, first, the identification, assessment, procure, and implementation. So, but we will start with the identification of the needs. Kasi pag hindi natin ma-identify yung need, wala po tayong ipoprocure hanggang dulo. So, paano po ba tayo mag-identify ng needs? Of course, ang una natin titingnan, ano po ba yung mga project, yung tinatawag natin PPAs. Ano po ba yung project natin? The programs and the activities. For ngayon, supposed to be we're starting to plan na for the 2025. Dapat for 2024. Tapos na tayo lahat. So ano po ba yung mga projects natin? Ano yung programs natin and activities for 2025 na? So based on that program, project, i-identify natin ano po ba yung mga kailangan natin i-procure. So mag-isa-isa. Ang planning hindi po siya yung isang isang bagsak lang, isang linggo lang. Hindi po. Dapat yung plano natin, makikita nyo yung timeline mamaya. Dapat po yung pagpaplano natin, kahit yung isang taon kulang pa nga. So, we need to plan, i-identify the needs. So, ano yung mga kailangan ko i-procure dito? Before the identification of the needs, or yung kung ma-identify mo na yung needs, i-classify mo pa yun. Ito ba yung needs? Ito ba wants? So, ano po ba? Doon sa na-identify ko na needs, ano po ba yung mga priorities? Pag sinabi natin needs, this is essential or necessary of in the mandate or in our function or in our mandate. Dapat if we are going to procure, dapat naka-align yun doon sa ating mandate as a procuring entity or end user. Hindi pwedeng procure porque marami tayong mga funds kung gusto lang natin bumili ng ganito. Dapat i-align din natin yun sa mandate natin. Kasi sometimes, doon po pumapasok yung ating mga audit findings. Kasi, pag tinitingnan, bumili nga tayo nito. Pero, ano yung function nito? Naka-align po ba dito sa trabaho natin? Di ba? Yun yung hindi lang basta gusto natin bumili. Then, if we have identified na our needs, then we'll start our extensive research or market study. Then, gagawin na natin yung market study natin, the feasibility study, the cost-benefit analysis. So, the karamihan ginagawa, pag sinasabi natin market study, parang pumapasok na sa utak natin na kukuha lang tayo ng 3 quotation, tapos i-average natin yung cost, tapos na. Pero, hindi natin inaaral, hindi natin ina-analyze. Based on our technical specifications, ano po ba yung offer ni supplier A, supplier B, supplier C? Pumasok ba sa technical specifications natin or hindi? So, parang nakakonsentrate lang tayo with the cost. But in the conduct of the market study, hindi lang po yung cost doon. Marami tayong makukuha doon. For example, number 1 is of course the cost. Another is the availability of the suppliers. Dapat alamin din natin availability of the suppliers in the market. So, based on the conduct of the market study, makikita nyo, ay marami palang magpa-participate. Marami palang pwedeng sumali sa bidding natin. So, even that, you can choose kung ano yung mode of procurement na gagamitin natin. Pwede tayo, pag marami yung pwedeng mag-participate, pwede tayong magkakandak ng public bidding. Based on the market study, nakita natin, ay limited lang. Ito lang at ito lang talaga ang sumasali. Pwede rin tayo mag-alternative methods of procurement, limited source bidding, or pag isa lang talaga, we can use direct contracting. Pag sa tingin natin, nakapatent ito, exclusive ito, so bakit pa tayo mag-public bidding kung isa lang naman ang sasali? So, hindi lang tayo dapat, kaya nga ang market research is hindi lang yung karamihan nagka-copy-paste. Pag sinasabi natin copy-paste, ang darating din sa inyo ng mga supplies or mga equipment, copy-paste din. Diba? So, dapat, aralin natin maigi. Kasi remember, ang pinaka-foundation is nasa start. The crafting of the technical specifications, which is yung market scoping, topic ni Ma'am daw na mamaya. So yun yung pinaka-foundation natin para maayos yung ating second and third, fourth quadrant. Pag hindi maganda yung first quadrant natin pagkagawa o pagka-aral natin, wala din po dito sa susunod. Feasibility study, we have to study kung feasible pa ba yung ating mga kailangan bilhin, kailangan pa ba natin yon or hindi na. Then the cost-benefit analysis. So, it's cost-benefit analysis, that's an option. So, meron kang mga options, whether ano ba yung favorable sa'yo. Usually, ginagamit natin itong cost-benefit analysis pag nag-list of venue tayo, list of real property. Chine-check natin yung mga offer nila, then we can choose the options before we will start with the negotiation. Okay. So, kung tapos na tayo dyan, meron na tayong technical specifications. So, meron na tayong market study, may cost na tayo, may quantity na tayo. Importante rin, alamin din natin yung quantity. Kasi, the quantity is, mag-valid din yun sa price. Kung maraming binibili, di ba? Pag nag-bulk buying tayo, mas mura. So, the quantity, pag meron na tayo, then let's start with the preparation of the PPMP. So, hindi siya ganun kadali. Minsan, nauuna pa, mapapansin natin kung talagang kayo, o yung mga ating mga practitioners, minsan nauuna pa yung PPMP kaysa market analysis. Pag tinanong mo, saan galing po yung cost mo? Ayun po yung nakalagay doon sa PPMP namin. Pero tingnan mo yung naka-attach ng market study. Wala kang makukuha sa basis nila for the ABC. Kasi nilagay nila, kung ano lang yung naisip nila. Ito yung budget ko for this. So, nilagay nila. For example, yung laptop, budget ko 50,000. So, nilagay lang din nila sa PPMP without aral-aral yung 50,000. So, ang nangyayari, pagdating sa procurement, pag yun nilagay, sinunod din ba, pwedeng mag-overprice ka or pwedeng wala yun sa presyo yung dun sa technical specifications. So, dapat yung technical specifications natin, magbabali din dun sa presyo natin. Kasi, para makita natin kung may maraming magpa-participate or hindi. Okay. Kung tapos na tayo sa first quadrant, pasok na tayo. Before the second quadrant, the first quadrant, sino pong mga actor natin dito? It's the end user. Sila pong gumagawa niya. But we can ask the assistance of the PWG in the crafting of the technical specifications. So after that, the second quadrant is assessment. So we have the review, feasibility and market studies. So, sino pong gumagawa niyan? Pumapasok na si back members, si PWG dyan. Consolidation of the annual procurement plan, si back secretariat. Yung mga sinubmit ng end users natin na PPMP, yun na yung i-consolidate ni back secretariat. Then, decide the procurement method. Sino pong nagre-recommend for the final, procurement method? So, si back. Although, doon sa PPMP natin, pwede na mag-recommend si end user, pero ang mag-final recommend, si back. Pero, the final approval is si home. Okay. Then, after the consolidation, may method, may mode of procurement na tayo. Go na tayo sa approval ng ating APP. So, pag sa approval ng APP, ilang APP yung ilang beses tayong gumagawa? Mag-start tayo from the indicative. So, for the budget proposal, because the indicative APP is a supporting document for the budget proposal. So, pagdating ng NEP, minsan nagre-revise din tayo kung ano lang yung na-approve ng NEP. And then, for the final is yung approval ng GAA. So, marami tayong revision doon. Pero during the time, yung pinaka-first natin is for the budget proposal natin. So, even sa LGUs, gumagawa, applicable din yun. Then, i-determine na natin kung ready na po ba yung procurement natin. So, i-determine na yan ni Bang. Saka po tayo mag-start with the third quadrant, which is procure. So, nandun na yung process natin. Mag-start yung procurement natin, yung procurement process natin from posting hanggang award of the contract. So, kung regular member tayo ng BAC, secretariat, alam na natin yung proseso na yan. Posting, pagkatapos ng posting, magkakaroon tayo ng pre-bid, opening, evaluation, post-qualification, then award of the contract. So, yan po yung, nandyan na si BAC, si TWG, si secretariat, si observers. So, nandyan na yung end users natin sa pre-bid conference. Sometimes, pinapaanda natin for them to explain kung may mga question. Contract implementation, the fourth quadrant. Usually, yan po yung napapabayaan natin. Nag-start tayo, napabayaan yung paggawa, nag-copy-paste tayo, pagdating sa implementation, hindi na rin natin na monitor. For the implementation, sino po ba nag-oversee ng kontrata? Sino po ba nag-oversee ng ating mga project? Si end user. So, balik tayo ulit kay end user. So, dapat na monitor din ni end user yun. Hindi lang yung, magantay ka na lang, na-recommend na ni Bak, magantay ka na lang na darating yun sa'yo. Mag-aantay ka na lang delivery. Minsan, titingnan din natin, may mga timeline tayo sinadjust, di ba? For example, yung delivery time ninyo is 60 days. So, wag nyo na lang antayin, natapos yung 60 days, para darating na, ino-monitor din natin, ipapollow up din natin, para naman papabilis. Kasi yung mga suppliers natin, pag pinabayaan din natin sila, so antayin lang nila. Remember, pagtapos ng 60 days, for example, 60 days yung natin, after that, papatak na yung liquidated damages. Minsan, may mga project tayo na ang mga kasalanan, hindi ang end user. Hindi ang supplier, but the end user. So, paano natin ma-address yun pag tayong may kasalanan? So, pag tayong may kasalanan, as end user, dapat tayo din ang mag-initiate for the request for extension. Because in the implementation, nandun na yung papasok yung mga request for extension, di ba? Pero iwasan natin ang change of specs. Kung possible, huwag natin isama yung change of specs. Kasi nga, unfair naman po yun dun sa mga sumali nung una. Diba? Kasi minsan, sabi ng supplier yung nanalo, ako yung nanalo, ay wala na yan, hindi na available sa market. Kaya huwag kayo maniwala agad na hindi na available sa market. You have to conduct the research talaga or magbabalidate muna kayo kung talagang hindi na siya available. Madaling sabihin. Pero minsan, hindi totoo. Diba? So, kailangan din natin yan ipasok. Then, ma-inspect na, if there is a final acceptance, pasok na po tayo sa release of payment. Huwag natin i-release yung payment pag wala pa yung acceptance, final acceptance natin. Okay. Delays and failures of bidding. Ano yung mga causes for the delays and failures of bidding? Yan, approval and review process. Minsan tumatagal. Ilan po ba ang nagre-review? So si BAC members, nagre-review, nagre-recommend, the whole. So marami pong dinadanan. Sino yung nagre-review? The resolution, nare-review ng mga procurement documents, plus yung ating contract, dumadaan din sa ating approving authority. So 14% ang nakalagay dyan for review. Then late release of special allotment release order. So pag mga kailangan ng SARO, so hindi agad nare-release yung SARO, kaya medyo nalilate yung ating implementation of the contract o yung ating procurement. Low number of bidders, 22%. Medyo malaki dito. Kasi may effect din ito eh. Babalik tayo ulit for the preparation of the technical specifications. Bakit mababa yung number of bidders natin? Minsan yung specification nyo, hindi nyo alam, naka-tailor fit sa isang brand. Or parang pagkagawa nyo, pinadali nyo, tinanggal nyo lang yung brand, kinopya nyo lahat yung technical specifications. So, hindi halata na nag-tailor fit kayo pag hindi alam ng nagbabasa or nagre-review ng document. Pero, tinanggal nyo lang pangalan. So, meaning, ilan lang ang pwede mag-participate doon. Isa lang. Another one is pag masyadong mababa yung inyong ABC. So, masyadong mababa kasi hindi nyo naman naaral ng maigi, may tendency na wala din sasali kasi yung ating mga suppliers or leaders naman, pag walang kikitain, huwag pa ako sasali. Magbabayad pa ako ng mayor's permit, magbabayad pa ako ng field jobs. So, marami pa silang yung mga ibang requirements natin na kailangan, tax clearance, magbabayad sila lahat doon. So, tendency, pag wala silang kikitain, hindi sila sasali. 3% inadequate training, varying interpretations of rules. Ito, na-address naman na natin to kasi nandito nga kayo ngayon. May mga naka-live pa tayo sa Facebook. So, kumbaga, hindi na lang yung source natin yung RA 9184. Pwede tayo pag titignan nyo yung government procurement, Facebook ng GPPB, makikita nyo yung mga old, mga lectures. Pwede kayo makinig doon. Marami kayong matutunan doon. Lack of manpower. Actually, for the NGAs, na-address na ito eh. Diba, we have the budget circular 558 na pwede na tayong additional. I'm not sure with the LGUs kung paano yung approach ninyo for the additional. Pero ito naman, kung sa tingin nyo sa LGUs, marami namang kailangan talagang i-procure, pwede naman kayo magdagdag to support dun sa back secretariat usually. Kasi yung back secretariat natin, yun yung pinakamaraming ginagawa. 50%. Saan po natin makikita yung 50%? For cost estimate. So, nandyan mamaya, yung topic niya next, problems on technical specifications, terms of reference, then end user slate submission of purchase request. Ito minsan, inaantay sila, sabi pa natin, saka na lang, wala pa namang approval ng budget natin, yung ating mga manyan na habit. So, pag yun nang sanayin natin, so yung mga requirements natin for the first quarter, minsan natatanggap natin nasa second or third quarter. Kasi may timeline tayo for the procurement process. Hindi naman yan pag-submit sa inyo ng end user, kinabukasan, nandyan na eh. Pero nangyayari yan sa inyo. Di ba? Maraming nag-agree. Nangyayari yan sa totoong buhay. So, yun yung dapat iwasan natin. Kasi with the procurement is, yung nakalagay sa RA 918, kung may timeline tayo, may process tayong sinusunod. So, dapat yun yung walain natin. So, 22%, napakalaking bagay po yan. That's based on the APCPI na inaral po ng ating GPPB-TSO last 2017. Okay. Saan galing yung pinakamalaking percentage? Andyan siya, 50% sa first and second quadrant. Pero ang malaki talagang bagay dyan is the first quadrant. Kasi pag nagkakaroon na tayong for planning, sabi ko nga, susunod-sunod na yan. Okay. Next. Ano po ba yung pinaplano? Paano po ba tayo nagpaplano? Ayan. Tingnan lang natin yung nasa ating harapan. Ano po ba yung pinaplano natin? So una, alamin natin yung pag-identify, di ba? Kanina sabi ko nga, identification of the needs. So based on the needs na na-identify natin, alamin natin kung ano yung kailangan natin bilhin. Then, kailangan natin alamin din kung ilan yung kailangan natin. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng, for example, yung regular supplies natin. So dapat ang ipo-procure natin yung sapat lang. Makukonsume natin in 1 quarter. Hindi yung bibili tayo ng sobra-sobra. For equipment naman, dapat naka 1:1 lang. Hindi yung kay sir, 10 yung nakalagay sa kanyang MR. Tapos, ay sa kanya. Tapos, paano niya gamitin yun? For example, laptop, di ba? Kaliwat kanan, kasama pang paa, hindi niya magagamit yun. That's why, hinihingi natin yung inventory, kung tama po ba. Baka naman yung mga equipment nyo, mas marami pa doon sa mga empleyado ng isang procuring entity. So, dapat yan din sa isa sa tinitingnan natin. What are the details? That's the technical specifications na ilalagay natin. So, the cost, to follow the cost, kasi nagkakadak naman, doon pa naman sa unang diniscuss natin sa first quadrant, ginawa na natin lahat yan. So, we have the ABC na. Then, kailan natin kailangan? Diba meron doon sa PPMP ninyo, may milestones doon, sine-check natin yun. So, alam nyo yun kung kailan nyo kailangan. Pag sakaling kailangan nyo ng March, huwag nyo namang ibigay sa bank ng February 29. Kung natapat ng taong wala yung February 29. O, diba? Ngayon, meron tayong 29. So, dapat, check nyo rin, ano ba ang mode of procurement nito? So magbigay din kayo ng alam. Ano ba yung timeline for public bidding? Ano ba yung timeline for, depende po sa mode of procurement ninyo. Para hindi po mag-aalangan yung back. Hindi naman magmamadali yung ating mga back members. Okay. Then, how to source it? Ito, malalaman natin kung anong mga mode of procurement ang gagamitin natin. Based doon sa sinabit natin, the quantity, at ano yung mga bibilhin natin. Okay. Dito naman, bakit kailangan natin magplano? So, for the procuring entity to schedule its procurement activities on time, consistent with the approved budget and its target date of implementation. So, remember, karamihan pa sa mga ating procuring entity, yung ating mga secretariat is mga ad hoc pa. So, pag sinabi natin ad hoc, on top of our duty yung ginagawa natin as secretariat. Hindi talaga nakatutok. Unlike mga other agencies, mga malalaking agencies, may talagang secretariat na plantilla position. So kahit pa sa dami ng procurement na ginagawa natin, minsan, nag-overload tayo, nag-overlapping yung ating mga schedule. So di ba, pag yung nangyayari, nagkabuhol-buhol, baka magkapalit-palit yung mga resolution number ninyo. So may mga chances na pwede tayo magkamali dyan. So we have to schedule in advance para hindi magkabuhol-buhol yung ating mga procurement process. Preclude occasions for the unnecessary government purchases and circumvention of the prescribed procurement procedures. So if we have planned ahead, so maayos yung pagkaplano natin, extensive yung paggawa natin ng ating mga research as to the cost, the ABC, lahat, specifications, hindi na tayo mamumblema na magkakaroon tayo ng circumvention of the law. Yung circumvention of the procurement rules. Example, ano bang ginagawa natin? For the SPP, we have mandatory requirements of posting for about 50,000. Ang tagal. Magpo-post tayo. Pag nagpo-post tayo ng Monday, tapos mag-activate Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, hindi pa mag-close agad. Pagka Friday pa, saka pa tayo pwedeng kailangan na ni Mayor. So, tanggalan mo na lang ng piso para hindi na siya 50,000 or about 50,000. 49,499 or 49,999.99 na lang. So, wala nang posting. So, di ba? Yun yung mga isang sample. Public bidding. Ayaw nyo mag-public bidding kasi mahaba ang oras. So, ang ginawa nyo, 999,000.99. So, wala nang public bidding. Nag-justify na lang kayo kasi kailangan mabibabili. So, mawawala na rin, pag nag-plan ahead tayo, maganda yung natin plano, mawawala na rin yung sinong hindi nagpapa-advance delivery dito. Walang aamin. Wala talagang umaamin, diba? So, wala na rin sinong walang suki dito. Yung mga inuutangan nyo. Yeah, suki system, lahat yan, and the unwarranted resort to alternative methods of procurement. Mawawala yan pag nakaplano ng maayos yung ating, from the start pa lang, yung ating end user. Okay. Ensures that the overall goal of a procurement, particular projects will be achieved effectively and efficiently, achieving value for money, kasi nakaplano na tayo. On time yung implementation natin. At makikita din natin, based on our technical specifications na ginawa, yung value for money. Hindi yung iniisip mo, ito yung gagawin mo, pero yung budget mo is napakababa. Ito yung gusto mong bilhin, pero yung budget mo napakababa. Pagdating sa iyo, sasabihin mo, ay, reject ko yan. Bakit may re-reject? Ay, hindi yan yung gusto kong brand. O, di ba? Yung reason ng end user, ayaw tanggapin kasi ayaw dun sa brand. Pero yung technical specifications na ginawa nila, pumasok doon yung offer ng ano. So, lower search cost. So, kung ba, dito sa lower search cost, mami-minimize natin yung ating, yung ating mga ginagawa, yung sa cost, because we have planned that from, plan ahead. So, yung ating mga cost na natin yan, ma-manage natin yan, may minimize natin. Kumbaga, yung time and effort na i-exert natin dyan, nababawasan. Mitigate risk. So, hindi na tayo, pag plan ahead, hindi na tayo matatakot na magkakaroon tayo ng COA findings. Alam niyo po ba yung IUEEU? Yung IAEU under COA Circular 2001-003, yung ating irregular expenditures, excessive, extravagant, etc. So yan ang madalas na nagiging findings sa atin. Excessive, extravagant, unconscionable expenditures. So, yan circular na yan, 2001, COA circular yan, 2001-003. Tingnan nyo doon sa mga procurement nyo kasi nakadefine dyan kung ano yung papasok sa excessive, extravagant, etc. Baka yung mga procurement nyo pumasok doon. So, tingnan nyo. So, wala na tayong takot na magkakaroon ng risk for the findings. So, okay lang pag UM, kaya natin sagutin. Paano pag magiging suspension ng disallowance na? Sayang din yun. Tayo magbabayad nun. Okay. Procurement planning. All procurement shall be within the approved budget of the procuring entity and should be meticulously and judiciously planned by the procuring entity. So, dapat hindi lang yung planong bara-bara. Sabi nga nila, bara-bara pagkaplano. Bara-bara din ang darating sa inyo. Then, no procurement shall be undertaken unless it is in accordance with the approved annual procurement plan. Ang nakalagay dyan, approved annual procurement plan, ha? Hindi for approval. Baka for approval pa lang ni head of the procuring entity, nag-post na kayo. E nalagyan yung date ni head of the procuring entity. Nag-contradict doon sa posting nyo. So, ingat po tayo dyan sa ating mga posting or kailangan approve annual procurement plan because the approval of the head of the procuring entity in the annual procurement plan is a mandatory requirement. So, dito na tayo sa timeline. Check mo the timeline kung kailan tayo nagsimula. Nasimulan nyo na ba? O, pagbalik pa lang. Pagbalik pa lang. So, January usually, nag-start na tayo ng cost-benefit analysis. And this is for 2025 na. So, nag-start tayo ng cost-benefit analysis, feasibility study, market study, yung ating, lahat ng ginagawa natin, identification of the needs hanggang March. Pagdating ng March, it's time for the back secretariat to consolidate. Kasi pagdating ng April, yan na yung mga budget proposal natin. So, dapat by April, meron na tayong approve indicative APP para ma-attach natin for the budget proposal. And then, pag-release ng NEP, that's the revision. So, ano yung mga na-approve doon? So, ano po ba ang equivalent ng NEP sa LGUs? NEP din ba? Wala na sumasagot to. Sige. So, yan po yung pag-release yung NEP, yun yung first initial revision. Kung ano yung mga na-approve doon, ano yung mga naisama doon, yung dagdag bawas tayo doon, kung ano yung mga nasama. And then, the final is the approval of the GAA or yung appropriation ordinance natin. So, kung ano yung nasama doon sa GAA natin, sa appropriation ordinance, yun na yung final na gagawa natin ng APP. At yung APP na yan po yung sinasubmit natin sa GPPB-TSO. So, yung after approval, minsan sinasabi nila, after approval of the budget, kasi sinasabi nila, bakit kami na non-compliant for the submission of the APP? Hindi naman kami, nagsubmit naman kami, yung pala sinasubmit nila indicative. Sabi na nagsubmit na kami November pa, wala pang approval ng appropriation ordinance or GAA, yung November eh. Approval is January. So iba po yung indicative, iba po yung, pag sinabi natin indicative, prior to the approval of the budget. Pag sinabi natin APP, that's after the approval of the budget. So pag nagsubmit kayo, indicative pa lang, buti na lang ngayon, hindi na tayo nagsasubmit sa GPPB ng indicative. Pinopost na lang natin sa ating transparency seal. So, posting na lang ang kailangan natin. Ito naman, vis-a-vis with the budget cycle. So, tingnan niyo po yung ating, kailan tayo nagba-budget call. So, magtatali po siya dapat. Yan. Hanggang enactment of the GAA. So, ang final natin is based on the GAA or appropriation ordinance. That's the final na nakalagay doon sa ating PPMP or APP. Okay. Ano naman yung mga challenges for the procurement? Yan, lack of or insufficient proper market study and cost-benefit analysis. So, yung hindi natin ginawa yung first quadrant, ang mangyayari, yan nga, magkakaroon tayo ng mga delays in the procurement, Tsaka magkakaroon tayo ng failure. Proposed project set in the project procurement management plan, not plan oftentimes thought of after the budget is enacted. So, saka na lang. So, antayin na muna natin ma-approve ang budget para sigurado tayo. So, minalas-malas ka pag procure mo, nagka-failure kasi minadali mo na nga, hindi mo plinano. Lack or limited trainings or experience in crafting TORs and technical specifications, address na rin yan kasi mamaya yung topic nyo kasama po yung in the preparation of the technical specifications, nandyan po si Ma'am Donna. So, actually, yung training natin, hindi lang dapat, especially for the crafting of technical specifications, yung mga TORs natin, dapat mag-concentrate tayo dun sa mga talagang gumagawa. The end users. So, i-train natin. Mahabang oras ang i-google natin dyan. Hindi po yan, pag-gising mo kinabukasan, nag-training kayo ngayon, pag-gising mo kinabukasan, okay na. So, kailangan i-train yan. So, kung ang back, mayroong training every year, di ba? May compliance tayo, Section 16, na dapat mag-train tayo sa ating mga back members, TWG, Secretariat. Huwag din natin pabayaan yung ating mga gumagawa. Dapat isama din natin sila sa mga trainings natin. Ano naman, effects on procurement. So, pag walang planong maayos, nagkakaroon ka ng failure, nagkakaroon ka ng delay, and of course, pag meron yung dalawa, ineffective yung procurement ng procuring entity. Strategic procurement management. So, pag sinabi natin strategic procurement management, pag management, hindi lang yung nag-start ka lang, ang pinaplano mo lang is ito lang. Pag sinabi natin strategic procurement management, kailangan mong i-plano ng maayos kung ano yung kabuuhan ng iyong procurement. Meaning, from the start, from the planning stage, mag-a-adapt ka na ng mga innovations or ano ba sa tingin mo ang pwede kong i-improve. So, halimbawa, ito yung nakita mong cost for the delays, ito ngayon. So, dapat hindi mo na yan i-adapt susunod. Maghahanap ka ng ibang paraan within the bounds of the law. So, pag sinabi natin strategic procurement plan, not only from the start ng planning, but ang titingnan nyo is from start hanggang contract implementations. Imo-monitor nyo saan ba nagkakos ng delay from the planning, pagdating sa procurement process, yung paggagawa ng bidding document, paggagawa ng technical specifications, up to contract implementation. So, yung mismong kabuuan ng isang procurement process or procurement activities from planning hanggang dulo, contract implementation. Yun po yung tinitingnan natin para maayos. So, if we sa tingin natin saan ba cost reduction? So, magkakaroon tayo ng cost reduction, di ba? In planning, nag-identify tayo ng needs. So, wants. So, wag muna, magpa-prioritize tayo. And then, since nagplano tayo ng maigi, makukuha natin yung tamang ano lang bibili natin. Hindi yung kung ano lang gusto natin. So, risk management, sabi ko na rin kanina, may iwasan na rin natin yung mga findings natin. Kung itong taon na to, ito yung mga nangyayari, ito yung findings sa amin ng COA. So, pwede natin ma-improve na yun. Kumbaga, meron tayong innovation. May mga ginagawa tayong bagay na kayang i-improve yung ating procurement. Basta, hindi lang tayo lumabas doon sa ating batas, sa ating IRR, or lahat sa issuances of the GPPBs related to procurement. Execution speed, syempre mapabilis na talaga pag-execute mo ng kontrata kasi naka-plan ahead ka na eh. The supplier space management, ang supplier naman hindi natin mga dapat din mga kaibigan natin yan. So dapat din alam din ng mga suppliers natin ng kung ano yung mga requirements ng procuring entity para naman hindi maiiwasan natin yung magkakaroon ng failure. That's why some of the agencies nagkakandak sila ng suppliers forum para doon nagkikita-kita yung ating mga supply officers plus the suppliers, ibibigay ng mga supply officers natin na ito yung mga requirements kung baka meron kayo. Yung gano'n. Kasi sabi nga ng mga supply officers, kami nagkakaroon, sa DALG, nagkakanta kami ng supply officers and suppliers forum para mag-meet. Kasi sabi ng mga supply officers namin, pag sila daw nagpapakot, ang tagal daw mag-reply ng mga suppliers natin. So, binigyan namin sila ng chance na ma-meet nila yung aming mga suppliers na nakalist doon sa suppliers registry namin. So, poster, procurement innovation. So, kailangan naman talaga nating mag-isip kung ano yung maganda, ano yung dapat nating i-adapt na innovation na makatulong to improve the procurement ng isang procuring entity. Pag ito yung nakasanayan natin, huwag natin sabihin, hindi naman yan, gano'n naman dati. Pag gusto mong i-introduce kumbaga nag-i-introduce ka ng bago na sa tingin mo makatulong, sasabihin lang sa'yo ng staff mo, ay gano'n naman dati. So, huwag gano'n. Dapat mag-isip tayo kung ano yung pwede nating gawin na mapabilis at saka maayos yung ating procurement. Of course, dapat naka-align with our objective as procuring entity kasi magkaiba po tayo. In every procuring entity, magkaiba po yung mandate natin. Cost management, kasama na po yan. Negotiation and contract management, implementation, strategies and performance measurement metrics, building and maintaining strategic supplier partnership. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, kailangan din natin yun. Kasi may mga times na wala nang sumasali sa atin, di ba? Pag masyadong tayo mahigpit. Dapat alamin din natin na hindi naman, kasi minsan sa sobrang dami ng requirements natin, minsan nga ang dami nating demands. Para lang yung nagpapatraining tayo. Budget natin 3,000, lead-in pa yun. Tapos pagdidiman pa tayo ng kung ano, kailangan naka-LED wall. Kailangan yung kain natin, simula breakfast, AM snacks, lunch, PM snacks, dinner. Dapat tagdadalawa lang sa isang room. Tapos yung budget nyo 3,000. O diba? Tapos may mga additional pa kayong requirements. Kailangan bigyan nyo ng ganito yung aming mga participants. So dapat pantay din. Para hindi naman po tayo mawawalan ng mga suppliers or leaders. Procurement reforms innovations. Nasa atin yan eh. Basta ang titingnan lang natin is within the bounds of the law. Hindi tayo lumabas doon sa kung ano yung procurement rules natin. Every year, makikita natin kung ano yung mga cause of delays and failures. So yun yung titingnan natin kung ano yung improve natin. Hindi yung yun na lang. So ano ba? Example for the innovation. Diba? Pwede naman na tayong, kung sa tingin nyo, ang naging cause of delay, yung mga pag-constitute ng quorum, dahil yung ating mga back members laging nasa labas, laging nasa biyahe. Then, pag online meeting kayo, pwede naman yun. Eh, hindi tayo mabagal, umaabot ng ilang linggo yung ating approval of the resolutions. Then, mag-digital signature kayo. Pwede naman yun. So, yung mga ganyang improvement, pwede natin yang gawin. Because, kailangan natin i-monitor yung kabuuan ng ating procurement. Hindi lang tayo mag-stay sa isa. Kung ito na yung nakasanayan, ito na lang. Hanggang dulo na yan na yun. Kasi yan na yun eh. So, huwag tayong ganun para mapabilis po yung ating procurement at maayos po yung ating magiging procurement. Based on the studies, kung ma-improve natin, changes to laws or regulations are not necessarily required to materialize these savings, but rather a more strategic approach to government procurement. Kung isi-streamline natin yung mga policies natin, yan, magkakaroon tayong pag-conservative, pwede tayong magkakaroon ng potential savings 26% or pag-aggressive 29% naman po. Strategic procurement management. So kung meron kang strategic procurement management, naayos mo yung iyong procurement, then may increase yung efficiency ng iyong procurement din. Diba? Kasi magiging effective din yung ating titingnan natin, saan ba tayo nagkulang? Kung sa tingin nyo nagkulang kayo dun sa mga end users nyo, tutukan nyo. Magpakanda kayo, magpa-training kayo with the end users para masanay silang gumawa ng ganito. Hindi na yun, kumbaga, kailangan din natin i-emphasize sa kanila na hindi basta-basta lang yung paggawa ng technical specifications. Kasi yun yung pinagsisimulan natin. Hindi basta-basta yung maglagay ka lang ng budget doon. Dapat maayos din ang paggagawa natin. Compliance versus management. So, tingnan niyo ang kaibahan. Pag doon ka sa compliance, focus on a mere compliance to the rules. Kung ano lang yung nakalagay doon, naka-enumerate yun lang susundan mo. Pero, pag i-apply natin yung management, focus on strategy procurement within the bounds of the rules. So, meaning, hindi ka lang lalabas, kahit ano yung i-adapt mo doon na makakatulong sa procurement isang procuring entity, pwede. Basta wala kang binayolate na batas. Wala kang binayolate na procurement rules. So, hindi yung parang yung kung estudyante ka, bookish ka lang, or talagang itong isa, nag-iisip na maayos kung ano yung paano sumagot. Yung isa, talagang word for word, ano nakalagay sa libro. My point. Yung isa naman, kung saan pa stock knowledge. Marami siya doon. So, pumapasa sila pareho. So, yun po yung sinasabi natin dito. Follow a step-by-step written guidelines. So, tingnan mo lang kung anong next. So, posting, anong next? Preview. So, kung ganun ang gagawin natin, yun at yun. Walang improvement. Utilize available data in decision and policy making. Ang dami natin pwedeng maging basic. Meron tayong, kung makikita nyo yung website ng GPPB-TSO, ang dami nyo makuha doon. Di ba mga updated, nandun lahat, pwede natin gamitin yun in decision or policy making sa ating procuring entity. Adapt to changing procurement environment. So kung hindi natin, kung sa tingin natin, ang ginagawa natin ngayon, puro face-to-face. Face-to-face kasi may snap si Sel. May meeting, ang back, may snap, so face-to-face. Pero lagi tayong nag-fail or lagi tayong walang quorum kasi nga hindi naman nakakapag-constitute ng quorum. So, mag-adapt tayo kung anong pwedeng gamit natin. Relevant monitoring and evaluation mechanism. So, ano po ba yung pwede niyong gawin to monitor your procurement? Para makita nyo, kung sa tingin nyo, ang mabagal, hindi namin napagkulan ng pansin is the implementation of the contract. Kasi minsan napapabayaan natin yan. Diba? For the implementation of the contract, may mga request for extension. Minsan hindi natin napapansin yung request for extension pala na grant natin sa supplier, sobra pa doon sa actual delivery time natin. For example, 60 days yung actual delivery time. Nag-approve pa tayo. So, dapat yung delivery time natin or extension natin, kung ano yung original. Kung 60, hanggang 60 ka lang din. Hindi yung lagpas-lagpas ka. Tapos hindi mo pa tinitingnan kung ano yung mga reasons for the extension. So, hindi lang tayo basta dapat nag-approve for the request of extension ng supplier. Dapat ini-evaluate din natin yan kung tama. Kanino po yung trabaho? Wala nang sumasagot. End user. At saka ang approval for the extension is the head of the procuring entity. Hindi na po yun kay Bob. Okay. Proactive planning. So yun. PPMP, guide document in the procurement and contract implementation process as well as the vital reference in procurement monitoring. The PPMP is prepared by the end user. The APP is prepared by the or consolidated by the Bank Secretariat. So kung ang PPMP is, ito yung guide ng end users. The APP naman, ito po yung guide ng ating bank. Kasi ang basis for the procurement is the APP, not the PPMP. So, pag meron na kayong PPMP, may PPMP naman yan, pwede na tayo mag-procure. Oy, wala pa kayong APP. Dapat may approved APP muna bago kayo mag-start ng procurement. Okay. Should be maintained and updated regularly. Di ba meron dun sa RA natin, yung updating natin is once in every, or twice a year, or once in every semester, tapos may dulo, or if necessary. So, ang general rule natin, if necessary, kasi mas marami pa yung updating natin eh. Mas marami yung supplemental natin. Nawala na yung once in every semester, or twice a year. Okay. Supposed to be, yung mga ano natin, mga updates natin, mga supplemental natin, yun yung mga additional na lang. Dapat yung mga additional funds na lang natin. Kasi nga, eto na plinanin natin ng buong taon eh. So, dapat nabuo na natin yun. Yung mga supplemental is, yun na lang yung mga dagdag sa atin na mga pondo. Okay. Dito naman, preparation. So, pag-consolidate, actually yung pag-consolidate nga, minsan hindi ko na masyadong pasensya. Pagkaiba na tayo eh. Lalo na ngayon yung mga millennials natin, may mga, may mga style for consolidation. So yung mga high-tech, so hindi na carry ng yung pagdating sa computer. Pero pinaka-basic is, ito yung mga end user mo, pag samasamahin mo yung pareho, tsaka, i-consolidate yung end user mo, i-type mo. Tapos yung end user, hindi po gano'n. Dapat kung magkaparehang items, pagsamasamahin, tapos magiging APP. So yan po yung ating. So from the back, SEC for consolidation, recommendation ng ating back, and then approval by the head of the procuring entity. Tips. So check for the items which can be merged. Isa-isay natin yun. Mode of procurement, tingnan natin. Although may mga recommended mode of procurement na yung ating mga end users, pero pwede pa rin baguhin ng back natin yan. Sort by type of procurement, yung common yung supplies natin, yung sa PSD and source of funds. Bulk buying. So based dun sa APP natin, makikita natin kung pwede natin siyang bilhin, isahan. Kasi pag nagba-bulk buying tayo, mas nakakatipid tayo. Kasi the more na marami yung binibili natin, mas mababa yung price. So if you have the price monitoring sa procuring entity ninyo, makikita nyo yun yung difference. Kung maraming binibili, mas mababa yung price. Pero yung patingi-tingi nating bili, medyo mataas yung price. So, pwede natin ibabandad yung mga items. Then, pwede din tayo mag-procurement by lot. So, pag nakita natin yung ating APP, for example, ICT, makita nyo, ang daming bibili na printer, ang daming bibili na laptop, ang daming mga bibili na desktop. So, pwede nyo yung i-procure by lot. So, lot 1 is the printer, lot 2 is the laptop, para hindi po maghalo-halo. Anyway, yung bid docs naman, kung magkano yung per lot At least yung pag-award nyo rin is per lot Ayan. At least once in every 6 months or as often as necessary. Dito na lang tayo sa as often as necessary. Mas marami. Mas marami yung as often as necessary. Yung every 6 months, 2 lang yun Pero, yung updated natin, ilang beses tayo nagsasabit sa GPPB. So, yung updated natin from January to June, sinasabit natin ng July, then July to December, sinasabit natin ng January the following year. PS. So, yung ating centralized procurement of commonly used goods for the government. So, lahat ng nandun sa catalog ng PSDBM, hindi natin pwedeng bilhin sa labas unless nakalagay doon na not available. So, pag not available, mag-generate, dati i-request pa natin yun, yung CNAS na yan, i-request pa natin. Pero ngayon, improve na rin. Meron na lang button doon sa taas, click na lang natin yun, makaka-generate na tayo ng CNAS. Procurement of common use supplies and equipment, products from the PSDBM. So wala tayong choice. As long na nandun siya sa catalog, kailangan doon tayo bibili sa PSDBM. Pwede lang natin yung bilhin sa labas pag wala doon. Yan, yung CNAS. Sino nag-issue? Si PSDBM. So, kung not listed in electronic catalog or ang nakalagay doon, not available. True or false? Procuring entities are allowed to procure CSP items from other source without need of securing a certificate of non-availability of stocks. False? False ba? Are allowed to procure CSC without. Yes. Ay, di na pala pwede, kahit na pala hindi na ako mag-lecture, alam nila The answer is yes, false. So, kailangan sa mandatory requirement na magkaroon tayo ng SINAS bago tayo bumili sa labas. Kasi pag walang SINAS, hindi tayo pwede. Yun yung magiging basis na hanap ng COA ngayon. Pag nakita nila ang ating mga COA ngayon, nag-check na rin sa catalog Pag nakita nila na may SINAS, hindi po hindi po forever tong SINAS natin. May lifetime din yan. So within 15 days, pag hindi natin siya na-procure from outside source, balik po tayo doon sa catalog. Titingin tayo ulit. Kasi pag lumagpas yan, isa na kami doon, nakatanggap kami ng love letter from PSDBM. Bakit kami bumili sa labas? Nandun na sa catalog. Hindi namin napansin. So, nung tinignan ko, tama nga, lumagpas ako sa time dun sa SINAS. So, dapat, titingnan natin yung timeline natin. So, kung kaya natin siyang i-procure within 15 days, ma-process natin yung procurement from other source. So, yun yung basehan natin. Yung date of, kung kailan tayo nag-generate ng ating certificate of non-availability of stocks. Okay? So, before kasi parang nire-request talaga natin sa PSDBM. So, naglabas si GPPB ng Resolution 17-2020 na pwede yung any proof na wala doon sa website or not available siya. So, pwede natin gamitin yung screenshot. Kaya lang ngayon kasi, pwede na tayo mag-generate talaga. Makiklik na lang natin dun sa taas na photo nung nagda-drop down siya kung meron. Okay. Ano naman po yung APP-CSE? The APP-CSE, ito po yung ating sinasubmit sa PSDBM. Kasi ito rin yung APP-CSE serves as the basis of DBM, PS in projecting in each inventory requirements, scheduling of activities, and overall management of the central procurement of common use supplies. Kaya po tayo pinapasubmit ahead. Kasi yun din yung nagiging basis nila pag mag-procure sila. Para makita din nila ilan po bang mga procuring entity na nagre-request dito. And then, di ba doon sa APP-CSE, meron yung schedule doon, quarterly. So, tinitingnan din nila yon para ma-schedule din nila yung pagkakandak ng procurement. So, ano po ba yung common use supplies? Pag sinabi ng common use supplies, ginagamit natin araw-araw. Refers to those supplies and materials and equipment included in the price list of PSDBM. So, yung mga ginagamit natin araw-araw na makita natin doon sa PSDBM, considered common use supplies. Ginagamit natin in the day-to-day operation. Outsourcing of activities. So, meron tayong tatlo. So, yung number one, that's procurement agent. Yung procurement agent natin, I think Resolution 7, GPPB Resolution 7, 2022. So, pwede tayong mag-engage for procurement agent. So, pwede rin naman recruit or engage consultants to assist them in directly and or train their staff in the management of the procurement function. Then, ito, hindi pa po siya operational. Engage private procurement agents to directly undertake the procurement. Hindi pa po ito operational. So, if we engage to procurement agent, meron tayong mga conditions. First, yung ating dapat per project based siya. So, meaning, pag nag-engage ka ng procurement agent, isang project lang. Hindi yung sinulat mo na lahat yung project mo, pinasa mo na kay procurement agent. Hindi po. Per project po tayo. And the usual na ginagawa, general rule na ginagawa natin, ginagamit na mode of procurement is public bidding. Unless, kulang po yung personnel ng ating procurement agent to constitute taba. Pwede silang maggamit ng alternative methods of procurement. But the general rule is competitive bidding talaga yung ginagamit nating mode of procurement. Another, there should be an execution of memorandum of agreement. So yung naman ng memorandum of agreement, kung ano yung mga rules and responsibilities, ano yung mga details for our procurement. So dapat nakalagay po dyan. Lahat po ang ilalagay natin sa MOA, kung ano yung mga responsibilities, yung roles ng each party, both the procuring entity and the procurement agent. Engagement allowed up to third quarter lang. Hindi tayo pwede na mag-engage ng procurement agent after third quarter, yung mga fourth quarter natin. So dapat third quarter lang. Then, we have the hope of the procuring entity may designate at least one PWG para siya po yung magiging responsible doon sa activities ng procurement agent. Upo siya as PWG. So, parang siya yung eyes and ears. So, siya yung responsible kung may mga changes doon sa procurement agent. Halimbawa, nag-suggest yung procurement agent natin na baguhin na ito, dapat si TWG, yan yung magre-report doon sa procuring entity kung amenable po yung procuring entity or not. And no transfer of funds for the payment of contract. Meaning, ang trabaho or function lang ni procurement agent is the function of the back members under Section 12 of RA 9184. So, hindi po, wala na yung lahat from, paliwanag po dito sa procurement agent natin is, ang function lang is the function of the bank. No transfer of funds, implementation, approval of the NOAA, mananatili po kay procuring entity. Ano naman po yung mga roles and responsibilities? Yan. So makikita nyo kung ano nakalagay dun sa Section 12. Advertise, post, then conduct procurement and bid conference, receive and open bids, conduct the evaluation of bids, undertake post qualifications. So lahat po yan. Yan po yung naka-enumerate doon. Undertake any of the appropriate alternative methods of procurement. Recommend for the imposition of sanctions to bidders. Then resolve request for reconsideration or recommend award of contract to the head of the procuring entity. And other functions as necessary or related functions. So other functions, malawak yun. Maraming utos dyan. Diba? Maraming gagawin. So ano naman po dapat yung nakalagay? Hope function, so nabanggit ko na yan, the hope function will remain in the procuring entity. Hindi po siya mailipat. The procurement agent shall not transfer, delegate, or assign to another entity in whole or in part yung kanyang procure. So once you engage ka as procurement agent, meaning you have the capacity to undertake the project. Kaya bawal po na ipapasubcon kung sa ano pa sa improper, pinapasubcon, pinapagawa sa iba. Kaya ka nga in-engage as procurement agent to conduct the procurement process. Kasi alam ng procuring entity that you have the capacity to undertake the project. So, dapat hindi nila, at saka maliwanag po yun doon sa memorandum of agreement na hindi nila pwedeng pagawa sa iba. And last one is any mutual agreement to where the procuring entity surrenders its obligation and accountability in the proper implementation of this project is prohibited to be included in the MOA. So talagang maliwanag yung MOA natin, ano yung mga detalye ng ating procurement, ano yung function ng ating procurement agent, including the service fee. Kasi wala nang libre ngayon, may bayad na lahat. So dapat yung service fee, but the service fee, ang magdedetermine nun, not the procurement agent, but the procuring entity. So tinitingnan ni procuring entity kung gaano ba kahirap, gaano pa kakomplikado yung ipaprocure. So doon siya magbe-base for the service fee. Early procurement activity. So ano po ba yung, huwag yung lagyan ng L ha, yung dulo. Pa lang siya. Refers to the conduct of procurement activities from posting of the procurement opportunity, if required, until recommendation of the bank to the hope as to the award of the contract for the goods to be delivered, infrastructure project to be implemented, and consulting services to be rendered in the following fiscal year. Dati, ang tawag nito, procurement short of award. Kaya lang, hindi naman natin ito ginagawa. So ngayon, since requirement na siya sa mga NGAs, sa ating mga national government, requirement na 50% of early procurement activities para tayo magkaroon ng pabebe, yung pabebe natin. So, talagang ginagawa na natin to. So, 50% based on our indicative APP. Kailangan na natin siyang i-conduct as early procurement activities. So, bakit natin kailangan i-conduct? Yan. Bakit kailangan tayo mag-conduct ng early procurement activities? Para for the early completion of the procurement project, timely implementation of the project, and effectively manage procurement project. So pag di ba, mapapansin nyo dati, pag hindi tayo nagkakandak ng early procurement activities, January pa lang yung mga itsura ng ating mga back secretary at saka procurement, parang hindi na marunong magsuklay. Di ba? Pero, ngayong nagkakandak tayo ng early procurement activity, so, kumbaga, pagdating doon sa January, nag-aantay na lang tayo ng approval ng GAA. Then, nag-aantay na lang, i-release na lang natin yung ating notice of award, mag-aantay na lang tayo ng delivery. So, hindi tayo naghahabol. Pero doon sa December, hindi ka na makapagpilay kasi dalawa yung inuubos mo doon. Nag-uubos ka ng pondo for the last quarter at nagkakanda ka rin ng early procurement activities. Kaya sabi ko nga sa mga staff ko, mag-boyfriend na kayo. Kasi baka sa ganitong life natin, bakit hindi na kayo makapag-boyfriend, makalimutan nyo na. Applicability. So, sa lahat, General Appropriations Act, Appropriations Ordinance, Corporate Budget, Loan Agreement, or Foreign Assistance. So, sa lahat din siya applicable. National government, GOCCs, state universities, and local government units. So, walang exempted dyan. So, 50%. So, ano po ba yung ginagawa natin? Lahat ng preparatory. So, kung nagawa na natin yung first quadrant, wala na tayong problema dito. Diba? Kasi lahat nandiyan na siya eh. Gawa na natin yan. Ipo-procure na lang natin. So first quadrant, April pa lang, gawa na natin yung pagkakandak ng cost-benefit analysis, market research, lahat po yan. So ano po ba yung mode of procurement na ginagamit natin for early procurement activities? Lahat din. Yung okay. 10 minutes, sige ma'am, bilisan ko na. For the early procurement, public bidding and alternate methods of procurement, except yung 5. Of course, kasama doon ang PSDBM, repeat order. Hindi po pwede yung repeat order. Yung may mga negotiated procurement, yung takeover contract, 5 po yun. Takeover contract, yung emergency cases, syempre hindi po pwede yung emergency case doon. Yeah. So, exception nun 5, repeat order, negotiated procurement, takeover contract, emergency case. Yung isa nakalimutan ko, sorry. List, basta yung pang-5 is the small value procurement. So, kung kukuhanin nyo yung 50%, i-less nyo yung exempted, yung 5 na hindi kasama, i-less nyo yun, then divide into 2. That's the 50% for early procurement activities. Framework agreement. Well, in summary, yung framework agreement is may gusto kang bilhin. Alam mo may bibilhin ka, may quantity ka na, pwedeng may amount ka na rin, pero hindi mo alam kung kailan mo bibilhin. So, yan po yung pinapasok natin sa framework agreement. So, this is a written agreement between a procuring entity and supplier or services provider that identifies the terms and conditions under which specific purchase is under known as call-off. So, hindi mo alam. Pag mayroon mo ng framework agreement kasi, pwede siyang 1 year, for 1 year, isa lang yung mo doon. I-declare na lowest calculated responsive bid. But for maximum 3 years natin, for multi-year, pwede ka magkaroon ng maraming suppliers na magiging eligible doon sa. Then, dito kasi sa 1 year, isa lang. So, pag nag-call off ka, that's the time na mag-deliver sila. Kasi yung ating option, in framework agreement, the procuring entity has the option to buy or not to buy. So, hindi siya talaga. So, ano po yung mga applicable? Pwede procurement of goods and services, procurement of goods which are not advisable to be carried in stock. Parang risk na i-stock mo dyan. Diba? So, pwede mo siyang ipasok on a framework agreement. Actually, may separate module talaga po dito framework agreement. So, single year framework agreement, yung 1 year lang, outright determination of the LCRB. So, we should be conducted outright ng bank. Hope to award option contract in the form of notice to execute framework agreement. So, yung actual purchase natin during na the call-off. So, yun na yung ilan. Pero not necessarily isang call-off lang. Pwede namang maraming call-off hanggang matatapos nyo yung, mauubos nyo yung magkano yung pondo nyo or mag-expire na yung framework agreement natin. For the multi-year bidders to submit initial technical and financial requirements kasi dito pwedeng marami. Then initial eligibility determination by PAC and with their financial proposal is within the ABC. So si Hope i-issue ng notice to execute framework agreement to all complying bidders. So pag maraming makakomply, marami po yun. Kasi pag multi-year, may mini competition yun. So, yung lahat na nag-qualify, magkakaroon sila ng, halimbawa, mag-call off ka na, or magre-request na, bibili ka na, magkakaroon ng mini competition among all those eligible. So, during the mini competitions, mag-offer sila ng best price. So, kung ano yung best offer doon, so yun po yung mananalo during the mini competition. And, within 10 calendar days from receipt of notification to execute the framework, ang ilalagay lang naman natin doon na amount for the framework agreement is piso lang. Parang bayad lang yun doon sa option ng ating procuring entity. Piso lang siya. Kasi ang actual na babayaran mo is during the call-off na kung ilan yung o-orderin or i-request ng procuring entity na bibilhin. Then, submission of performance security and performance securing declaration is kailangan. So kung 3 taon dapat, meron talaga yan. Or 3 taon or 1 taon, required po yung performance security or performance securing declaration. Lumagpas po ako, ma'am. Thank you.
Again, that was our Solicitor GPPB Administrator, Ma'am Leslie Tanya. So at this point po, let's now proceed to our open forum. We will be accommodating related questions from our participants both online and on-site. However, wala po tayong questions online. So, proceed na po tayo sa on-site participants po natin. So, for questions, kindly raise your hands and pupunta po kayo.
Hi ma'am, thank you po sa presentation niyo. Marami po kaming natutunan.
Tama.
Mia Africa po from Philippine Energy Research and Policy Institute. Attached po kami sa UP system. So, interested lang po ako doon sa procurement agent. Kasi po next year, we will be handling po yung procurement process on our own. So, sa isang institute po na 28 personnel, mga ilan po kaya ang personnel or procurement agent na masasuggest ninyo? Kasi you have said po that it will be per project basis. Sa isang starting institute po, ilang procurement agents po ang advisable?
Actually, ma'am, depende po yun sa capacity ng procurement agent kung ilan po yung kakayanin nila. So, yun naman is magbabase dun sa complexity of the project. So, kasi pwede naman at necessary, una yung titingnan ng procurement agent. As procurement agent kayo, ma'am? Ganun po ba? So, as procurement agent, titingnan mo kasi kung ilan yung tao mo na gagawa noon. Nakakayan, kung kumbaga, una is ilan ang tao mo na magiging back members. So, meron kang secretariat, meron kang TWG. Kasi for the procurement agent, isa lang ang TWG from the procuring entity. The rest po, manggagaling na po sa inyo. So, hindi ko po masabi kung ilan ang pwede, ilan ang minimum, but kayo po yung makakadetermine kung ano yung capacity po ng mga employees ninyo to conduct the procurement. Welcome po.
Thank you, ma'am. Next question.
I asked this question yesterday actually. In the state universities and colleges, unfortunately, there is that section 5 in the special provisions of the issuances budget under Republic Act 11975 that all 5 million and above na infrastructure projects must be undertaken by the DPWH. I already sent a question online, 5 questions I give to the group, legal, but I wish that an MP or a legal opinion really be issued by the GPPB. The dilemma here is that there are issues is already completed the IPA. Mag-award na nga kasi sort of award, di ba? Ngayon, bigla ito dumating. Kaya yung IPA sa amin ngayon ay early problematic activity. Ha? Oo, kasi magkakaso na ang winning bidder. Nag-deploy na sila, nag-ano na ng mga pre-development activities nila. So, anong stand dito ng GPPB? Dapat, I think, hindi nyo kami iwanan dito kasi we just followed what DBM circular says and you're advocating IPA. Ngayon, may problema kami, parang kami na lang na ano dito. Sabi kahapon, ano na lang natira sa inyo? Sabi ko, poste. Pangalawang question. Itong procurement agent, bakit naman tayo mayroon nito? Baka pong paggulo lang yun sa amin. Ano ang QS dyan?
Yung procurement agent na lang, naman kasi sir, actually sa update, kasama tayo sa update naman or hindi. Yung procurement agent, hindi po sa lahat ng oras po yun sir. Meron tayong conditions doon. So merong dalawang, check, i-ano ko lang sir. Hindi pa nakasama sa ano. Dito siya. Wait, that's sir ha. Tingnan ko lang. Meron kasi ang dalawang conditions lang na pwede mong gamitin yung procurement agent. Hindi po siya sa lahat ng panahon. So sa conditions for the procurement agent, so overview lang po kasi ito dito sa atin. Kaya doon ako sa detail. So you can use the procurement agent. First, if the procuring entity's existing human resource complement lacks sufficient qualified personnel to constitute its own bank. So yan, pwede mo i-engage yung isang procurement agent. And another one, condition is, the procuring entity's existing bank lacks the proficiency and expertise to undertake the particular project. So, outside that two, hindi ka pwedeng mag-engage with the procurement agent. For now, under GPPB Resolution 7, yun po yung dalawa lang, ang conditions natin na pwede mong engage yung itong procurement agent. Yes, sir.
Kasi ma'am, kung titingnan natin yung position titles natin at saka mga educational attainment, wala pa po tayo ngayong PAs in procurement. Na we can claim talaga na that person possesses the required technical expertise to become talaga yung term dyan na expert. What if, example sa issues mga PhD yan, mga doctor, ADD, whatever, wala nga ganyan na so will it be one of the grounds that we can have the procurement agent? Kasi ang dyan is, number one, pag mag-request kami ng training sa GPPB, walang lecturer. Ano ba yan? Hanggang ngayon, galing ko, nag-president ako ng August, we keep on requesting, wala. Pangalawa, well, by March 2, prepare mo na kami ng MOWIT secretary sa procurement specialist course. Yung point natin, before mag-require tayo niya, see to it that we have the complete human resource requirement. Kasi it gives us false hope It now becomes some of the instances na mayroon na kami bakit hindi na lang tayo mag-ano ng procurement agent? Kasi nagtiteach kami. May research kami. So, ganyan ma'am. I think, come up with an inventory with the entire bureaucracy kung ano ba talaga ang mga QAs ng mga back members. So that, para hindi masyadong stringent ang condition. Example, ngayon, naka 2 million kami sa senior. It's part of our malaking punto yan We're thinking of getting consultants or a procurement agent. Ngayon, dahil sa requirement na wala, as in wala talaga para ka maka-procurement agent, sabi ko, paano na ito? Yung dapat, customized sana ang condition.
For that, sir, I will leave that to the GPPB-TSO. I cannot answer in behalf of the GPPB-TSO.
Ayan, sige po, nasabi ni Sir that Sir visited already our procurement clinic. So let me, allow me to promote na rin, today po until Friday, our procurement clinic and TSO booths are available to cater on your specific concerns. So meron po tayong procurement clinic, our booth po for our dashboards, yung Regina and OBP. And of course, our training request at PPSCC booth is open as well. So sabi ni Sir, meron na siyang training request, wala pang confirmation email. Let's take this opportunity to ask the status po ng inyong pong mga training request because our training request booth is available today until Friday po, until 4:30. Okay, so I believe meron na po tayong mga questions. I will have to cut this open forum for our first technical session because our resource speaker for our second technical session is here already. But before that, let's have a group photo, of course, before we let Ma'am Leslie go. Let's have our group photo first po. Okay, for our... Yan, sige, paano po ba? Tatayo po. Yan, sige po, let's all stand. Ayan. Tapos po yung nandito po sa row na ito, squeeze in na lang po muna. Ayan, para magkasya po tayo. Tapos yung nasa likod po, kindly fill in po yung mga nasa gitna na spaces. Ayan. Sige. Kita ba po dito sa right? Sige po, dito tayo sa gitna. Alright, thank you very much. Once again, let's have a big round of applause for our first GPPB recognized trainer, resource speaker, Ma'am Leslie Canyafranca. Thank you very much, ma'am. Ayan, so, as we all settle, allow me to introduce to you our second technical sessions resource speaker. Ayan, before we meet our resource speaker po pala, no, please allow me as well to promote our TPSCC SUC booth available in President today until Friday. I believe you have 6 SUC booths po sa baba. We have PLM, UPLB, CLSU. Please do visit them po kung kayo po ay interested na mag-enroll po sa ating pong PPSCC or Public Procurement Specialist Certification course. Nasa baba rin po sila. Please do visit their booths today. Of course, pagkatapos po ng Procurement Forum natin. So again, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, our second technical session, GPPB recognized trainer, Ma'am Donabel Tan.
Good morning, everyone. May buhay pa ba tayo? Good morning. Okay, we are going to discuss our topic, or my topic for today is market scoping. Before we start, tanong ko lang, anong tingin natin ano bang intindi natin sa market scoping, market study, market survey? Thank you, ma'am. Ano ang intindi natin dito sa market scoping? May mag-volunteer po o walang mag-volunteer? O mag-volonturo ako? May nag-suggest, sino po nagsabing volonturo? Ma'am, kayo na. Sige. Sino pong gustong Kayo, sige, ganito na lang. Ano ang ginagawa ninyo sa market study? Research. So, okay, so, may technical difficulty tayo. Pero yan, sige sir, would you like to start? How do you from what? PSA. And you are?
Sir, how does your office conduct market scoping, market study, market however you call it?
We can basically the items that we need to procure when we prepare yung cost from different sources. And we set in terms of the agency as a result ng study conducted with the team.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So far, tama si sir, I agree. That's how market scoping is done. Kasi it seems, with other government agencies that I've conducted trainings with, mukhang nami-misconstrue nila ang market scoping eh. Nagiging canvas siya. So, ang nangyayari is they would list the things that they require, the things that they want, or the things that they need, and then they submit it
to prospective suppliers, and then they ask, magkano ito? Magkano siya? Ito yung services na gusto ko, magkano siya? Ito yung technical specifications ng isang item na gusto ko bilhin, magkano siya? So that's not market scoping. That is canvassing. That's merely canvassing. Market scoping is, market scoping, mukhang didiretso na ako without that. Market scoping is identifying what is in the market, what is provided in the market, what is readily in the market, what is being offered in the market, and then you identify magkano siya. That is market scoping. Kasama dyan ang identification of your budget. Sila na lang. Ayaw sa akin ng clicker kay Ma'am Leslie lang. Loves lang niya si Ma'am Leslie, hindi ako kasama. Ayan, and this is the outline of my presentation. That's market scoping and project costing. Preparation of cost estimates, elements of a good cost estimate, essential factors to consider, and cost estimating process. Next, please. So market scoping and project costing. Yes. So market scoping, sabi nga, available suppliers, gauging competitiveness, general market condition, market trend, unique considerations, green considerations. Remember, we have green public procurement, which is yung, there's a list already posted in the GPPB website, so please do check that out. Your green considerations has to be environmentally friendly. You have to consider the sustainability of what you are procuring. So gender responsiveness also. So that's part of market scoping. Ito lang i-remind ko lang everyone, whatever is in the RA and the manuals released by the GPPB, those are minimum requirements. You can exceed that as long as it's within the bounds of the law, of course. So you can increase your requirements as long as it's within the bounds of the law and that you're not restricting competition. Okay, please remember that. So next, please. So when writing your technical specifications, these are the things that you have to consider. Outline the details required, the standards, okay? Standards of what you are procuring, design, functionalities, performance standards. So these are the things that you have to consider. You have to, kasi na-discuss na yun ni Ma'am Leslie kanina when you are trying to identify the things that you want or need. Okay, remind ko lang, ito ay needs, not wants. Because remember, we are accountable doon sa pondo na ginagamit natin. Okay? So, you identify the things that you need, not what you want. Kasi pag binili nyo siya, tapos hindi nyo naman siya magagamit, sayang pera. You can use it somewhere else. Remember, every technical specification that you write or any provision that you write on your technical specification equates to a cost. May equivalent na monetary, financial equivalent kasi yan Walang libre, sabi nga ni Ma'am Leslie kanina. Wala nang libre ngayon. Tsaka, the idea of putting something for free, nagkakaroon tayo ng utang na loob na hindi dapat sa ating mga suppliers. Okay? So, with the design, weight, size, color, functionalities, para saan siya? Ay, mag-print ako. Pero yung printer ko, kailangan may scanner din siya kasi nag-scan ako ng documents Or connected siya sa internet. Kasi, from my laptop, from my computer, kailangan tayo mag-print. So, these are the things that you have to consider. Output performance, gaano kalinis ang printing niya. Hindi yung sumasayaw yung letra. Diba? Malinaw yung print, hindi sabog. So, yan yung mga kailangan yung tingnan. So, part of technical specifications, how accurate, how clear, how logical, or non-restrictive yung technical specifications niyo. Remember, bilang sa ating pagpo-procure, kailangan competitive siya. You are opening your procurement activity to more suppliers, hindi sarap. Sabi nga, bawal ang suki system. Diba? And remember, the government is the largest procuring entity. And we're supposed to advocate competitiveness. And we are the ones making the economy run. Okay, so remember that, do not restrict, increase competitiveness. In that way, you actually increase companies or businesses. Kasi makikita ng mga tao, ay, requirement ng government to, competitive siya, pwede ako sumali. Pwede ako mag-servisyo, pwede ako mag-provide ng equipment or yung mga kailangan ng government. Okay? Next. Sabihin niyo sa akin kung medyo mabilis akong magsalita. Malinaw naman so far. Gising pa ba? Aga natin eh. So the link between market scoping and project costing. A thorough understanding of the scope is required in order to come up with a reasonably accurate cost estimate. A well-defined project scope or requirements contributes to the accuracy of project costing. As I said earlier, sa bawat technical specification or part ng service na i-require natin sa isang service provider, may equivalent na cost yan. Kahit ilagay nilang zero yan, may cost yan. Kasi di ba meron mga ganun na pag nag-offer sila zero, kasi hindi pwedeng walang laman, so yun, non-responsive siya or non-compliant siya. Remember that. Hindi na siya compliant pag wala siyang nilagay na any amount, zero man siya. Non-compliant yun. So, pagka naglagay ka ng isang requirement, may equivalent na cost yan. Best example, sige, sa equipment. Ang isang isang printer, ito yung cost niya, sabihin natin 6,000. Pero kung kaya niya mag-scan, di ba may additional cost siya, mas mahal siya. Kaya niya may USB port, medyo may cost din siya. Iba yung cost niya. So, bawat ilagay niyo sa inyong technical specifications ay may equivalent na cost. So, you have to be careful na make sure the things that you post, or the things that you include in your provisions, in your technical specifications, are the things that you need. Otherwise, we're wasting money. Next. Okay, next. Okay, ito is a little anecdote, no? Sabi ng boss niya, I need a cost estimate on the project. Sabi ng staff niya, I have no idea. I haven't even gathered the user requirements. Don't worry, I won't hold you to the estimate. Yes, you will. You will put it in the plan, forget we had this conversation, and fire me when I go over budget. Give me a number or I'll fire you right now. Yan, sana wala tayo yung cost. So far, ako wala naman ayun kayo wala. Okay, it will cost $10 million. That's too high. If you already know the cost, why are you asking me? So you feel like you had input. Is input supposed to feel this bad? Okay, kasi masakit mag-input ng isang bagay na wala kang basis. Kasi pag nagkamali ka, remember, there's RA 9184 and you can't violate the law, of course. Bilang government official, meron tayong mga rules and regulations that you have to follow and mahirap naman karoon ng misconduct, yung neglect of duty. You know, there are rules and laws that we have to follow bilang government employees. And remember, mahirap mapunta sa Kongreso at tinatanong, may Senate hearing, na hindi siya nakakatuwa. Alam naman natin, makikita naman natin sa news. So, we have to be accountable with the funds that we have, that we are spending sa mga kailangan natin, because yung mga kailangan natin yan is to actually provide service to the public. Okay? So, iingatan talaga natin siya. Next. Okay, what is project costing? Forecasting cost of completing a project with a defined scope. Meaning, alam mo na kung ano yung requirement mo. Ano yung binibili mo para ma-accomplish mo yung objective ng opisina natin. Summation of individual cost elements using established methods and validated to estimate the future cost of a contract based on what is known today, which is based in U.S. Government Accountability Office. Prediction of quantities, cost, and or price of resources required by the scope of an asset investment option, activity, or project. But remember, ang prediction doesn't mean wala kang basis. Doesn't mean wala kang basis. Dapat may basis pa rin yung projection mo, historical procurement, procured by another government agency, or you found it, you got information from service providers or suppliers. So hindi siya out of thin air. Sabi nga kanina, nauna pa yung PPNP sa supporting documents. Dapat may TOR ka na. Diba? May TOR ka na. Ang TOR mo pa, meron pang supporting documents yan. Diba? Nag-CBA ka ba? Anong klaseng market study ginawa mo? Nag-coordinate ka ba with other government agencies asking, have you procured this? Actually, check nyo yun sa PhilJobs eh. You will be able to check that sa PhilJobs. Has another government agency procured this similar project? Anong nangyari? Na-implement ba nila? Nung implementation, ano yung problems na na-encounter nila? Which you can actually use to consider in your procurement para maiwasan ninyo siya. Next, please. So, cost estimate, determined using experience and calculating and forecasting. Sabi ko, okay na, una na ako. Methods and management within a scheduled time frame, deciding whether to take on a project, determining a project's eventual scope, establish a project cost baseline, and ensuring that projects remain financially feasible and avoid cost overrun. So ito yung part na kung matatandaan nyo, yung quadrant 1 kanina, yung first quadrant na ang actors ay ang end user. Yun medyo nakakalimutan din ngayon yun ha. The bank can only procure what the end user submitted. Remember that. So dito pa lang, kaya sinasabi na 50% of failed procurements are based because of poor planning. Planning starts with the end users. Who will identify ba what they need to buy, what they're buying? Di ba si end user? Sino ba mag-identify kung anong kailangan niya to accomplish his or her objectives as a unit, as an agency? Si end user. Hindi naman si BAC eh. Hindi naman si budget officer. Di ba? Si end user pa rin yan. So, with this, kung mapapansin nyo, this is just cost estimates, no? Kasi yan yung ilalagay nyo sa PPNP ninyo. Pero, with cost estimates kasi, dapat may supporting documents at may basis ka na bakit yun yung cost mo. That's one. Number two, we do plan 1 year ahead. So when you do cost estimating, you don't just consider your current cost pag nag-market survey ka. Diba? Hindi yung magkano siya ngayon, yan ang lalagay mo. No. 1 year ahead siya, kailangan mo siya i-future-proof. When you future-proof, you consider inflation. Diba? Foreign exchange, if it's related. Okay? Mamaya, pag-usapan natin what, there are a few suggestions that you can consider or you can apply so for you to be able to get at least an accurate cost estimate. Okay? And your cost estimate right now, a year ahead, malaki yung risk niya kasi malayo pa. Diba? Your market conditions change every day. Hindi nga lang weeks and months eh. Your market conditions change every day. So, kailangan kaya mong i-project yung cost na yun na pag binili mo na siya next year, kasya pa yung pondo mo. Pero hindi ka rin pwede mag-over budget kasi ko-questionin ka ni Ko, bakit ang laki ng nilagay mo? Well, it's not just Ko who's going to question us because we are public officials, no? It's the public, kaya meron tayong public monitoring, di ba? Sa ating principles of procurement. Next, please. Yan. Used primarily as inputs for budgeting, cost or value analysis. Siyempre kasi magba-budget proposal tayo, di ba? So decision-making in business, well, for us, decision-making in our agency, kung ano ang i-prioritize. What are we going to, which project we are going to prioritize to procure? Project cost and schedule control processes. Cost estimate is used to authorize a project's budget and manage its costs. In government procurement, this essentially becomes your ABC, approved budget for the contract. So that's why we have to be very careful in identifying our budget. Ang pinakamahirap is na underestimate mo siya. Kasi pag procuring time, hindi mo siya ma-procure kasi kulang yung pera. And you cannot procure something na wala ka namang pangbayad. Next please. Cost estimates are necessary for government procurement for many reasons. It supports decisions about funding one program or another. Anong uunahin ko? Ito lang pondo ko eh. Ito lang yung budget na binigay sa akin. So ano yung uunahin ko? Ano bang mas priority? So develop annual budget requests, evaluate and resource requirements and key decision points, develop performance measurement baseline, and increase probability of a project program success. Okay, remember, may tinatawag tayong budget utilization rate. Diba? So, ano ba yung absorptive capacity natin bilang ahensya dun sa budget na hiningi natin? Kasi hindi tayo pwedeng hihingi na tayo ng budget tapos hindi natin siya kayang i-implement. Tama, sir. Feel mo ba, sir? Yung implementation yon. So, pag hihingi tayo ng budget, make sure yun siya na magagawa mo siya, maproprocure mo siya, at may implement mo siya. Para hindi tayo nagsasayang ng pondo na pwede natin ilipat sa iba na may implement naman yung project nila. Kasi sayang yung pera. It's not our money. Lagi ko yan sinasabi niya, remind ko sa akin mga participants, it's not our money. So we have to be there. Sa pera nga natin, careful tayo. Sa pera pa ng iba. Next please. Yan, ulitin natin. Yan. So, when are cost estimates prepared? As I said earlier, with the end user. Okay? Kasi kayo yung nakaabot, hindi kayo yung end user. Pero lahat naman tayo actually end user. Kahit na tayo yung nagpo-procure, di ba? So, tayo yung nakakaalam kung anong kailangan natin. Di ba? Tayo yung mag-identify kung ano yung technical specifications sa isang project for us to know ano yung hahanapin nating presyo sa merkado. Diba? So here's your cost-benefit analysis, feasibility study, market study, and PPMP. Remember, Appendix 37 is your renewal of recurring and regular services. Bago lang yun, i-discuss ni Mama. Kahit na i-renew nyo siya, kailangan nyo mag-market scoping. Kasi magsi-CBA kayo, dapat pa bang i-renew o hindi? Kailangan ko pa ba ito o hindi? Pareho pa ba yung provisions o hindi? Pareho pa ba yung technical specifications o hindi? Hindi po tayo basta renew ng renew. Uulit ito. Hindi ko mo magre-renew ka ng contract, hindi mo yan uulitin. Hindi yung renew ka lang ulit ng renew, mag-implement, dito ka lang nandito, implement it. No. Every year, remember, cash-based budgeting tayo for one. Number two, it's a contract that you have to review. Ay, di-discuss ni Mama. Pero ganun din siya. You have to do your cost estimating again kung tama pa rin yung cost niya. Tama pa rin ba yung presyo? Baka bumaba na yan. Bumaba na siya kasi usual na siya na item eh. Or renewal or warranty maintenance of what? Your server? Na medyo luma na? Baka hindi naman kailangan? Or tumaas yung presyo, bakit? Kasi yun nga, luma na. Baka meron mga parts na kailangan palitan. Baka kailangan comprehensive preventive maintenance na siya instead of just preventive maintenance. Meaning, meron replacement of parts. Hindi lang repair. Instead of preventive maintenance sa repair lang, mag-check lang siya. Ngayon, kailangan nyo mag-replace ng parts. So, uulitin ulit yan. Hindi ko mo magre-renew ka, renew mo lang yung contract. Next, please. So, eto, when our cost, eto na, bumalik ulit tayo. Ito, pinag-usapan kanina ni Ma'am Leslie. Cost estimating starts here. January pa lang. Remember, January dapat. Kapag market study na ba kayo? For your 2025? Wala, walang sumasagot. Wala, I'm scared. Dapat may IABP na tayo ng March. Anyari? So, January pa lang. Yeah, admittedly, all of us are always busy with our projects na ini-implement. Remember? Kaya lang, we cannot get away with this. Kasi ang ending na kawawa dyan actually, si end user, hindi si budget officer, hindi si BAC. Kasi pag hindi na-procure ni BAC, either kulang yung tech specs mo, kulang yung presyo mo, may mali ka sa technical specifications, it's not BAC. It's always the end user's responsibility to identify their requirements. And whatever happens during procurement, kung nag-fail siya kasi kulang yung technical specifications mo, hindi niya ma-procure, hindi niya ma-post kasi based on APP, kulang yung pera. Alam mo, maghintay tayo na mag-SAP 1 ka pa or supplemental APP ka bago mo procure yan. You cannot procure it if it's not there. And BAC is not going to post it if it's not there. At kung kulang yung pondo, they're not going to post it. Remember, meron tayong pre-procurement conference, and even those that are below 1 million, meron prerogative si BAC to review it. Even if it's small value procurement, pag feeling niya hindi yan ready, bakit hindi ka ready? Parang may mali. Hindi niya yan ipopost kasi mag-fail lang yan. Remember, failed procurements will reflect on your APCPI. Sino nagsabi? Narinig ko yan. Who said that? Sir, thank you. Alam mo, sir, pangit ng rating nun, di ba? So remember, January pa lang of the previous year, you have to do, actually, kahit December, pwede niya. Kahit December, pwede. Start ka na. Market study ka na. Market survey ka na. Para hindi ka gahol dito sa March. Okay, next please. Next. Okay, elements of a good cost estimate. Yung accuracy niya. Okay, ano bang basis niyan? How accurate is it? Hindi ko naman sinasabi down to the last cent. No? Kasi cost estimate, more or less how accurate is it na meron ako confidence level. Na, sure yan, carry yan. Yung pondo na yan, ma-procure ko yan at that amount on this year, on the succeeding year, next year. Okay, credibility, yung sources ninyo, how credible is it? Diba? Your documentation, ito lagi ko sinasabi yan, dapat lahat ng actions natin well-documented kasi pag tinanong tayo iba, bakit ito yung sinasabi mong cost? Bakit ito yung technical specifications mo? Kasi ito yung research ko. Ito yung nakuha ko when I was doing market study. Ito yung mga supplier service provider na tinanong ko at ito yung binigay nila sa amin. Bakit yan? Kasi ito yung ginawa nila before. And remember, as I said earlier, you can call other government agencies and ask, what happened? O tatanungin ni Doc, bakit sinama mo itong technical specifications na ito? Dati wala naman to. Kasi ganito yung nangyari kay agency A. Na-realize na, mali. Dapat kasama itong provision na to. Kasi this will happen. Okay? That's part of your due diligence. Remember, due diligence. Precision. How precise is your technical specifications dun sa mga requirements mo? Vis-a-vis your cost. May cost ba itong technical spec na to? Itong service na gusto mo, may costing bang equivalent? At kasama na ba siya sa ABC or not? Next. Yan. O how reliable? Yung mga nakausap mo. How reliable are your documents? Diba? Risk detailing kasi it's a year ahead. Ano yung risk mo? Market conditions. Election next year. Dapat kasama yan sa risk mo. Diba? Uniformity. Yung cost mo sa project na ito, yung similar na project na yung cost ng similar project na nabili before. How similar is it with yours? Bakit ganun yung costing mo? Based on the past 3 years, bakit magkano ba yung cost niyan for the past 3 years? At gano'n bilis yung increase ng cost, lalo na IT equipment ngayon. Grabe ang change ng price. You will know bukas, bigla na lang siya either bumagsak o tumaas at malaki yung difference. Diba? So, validity and verification. How valid is your costing? Saan mo kinuha yung costing mo? Vis-a-vis where? Vis-a-vis to which project? Who implemented it? Tapos i-verify mo siya. Totoo ba to? Tama ba to? Kasi syempre report mo na siya. Based on your raw data. Ma-validate mo muna siya. Tama ba? Okay. So, next please. Essential factors to consider prepared for the from the perspective of the project owner. Still, project owner, end user. Local currency basis, if it's foreign currency, you have to convert it to local currency. Convert to local currency. Kasi ang ating accounting ay peso. Timeliness. Remember pag yung nandun sa APP, di ba, nakalagay doon, kailan yung posting. May schedule naman siya. You have to stick to that. Kasi mamaya, baka dapat posting na tsaka nyo lang ibibigay kay back, syempre hindi nila pwede agad i-post yan kasi magpe-pre-proc pa kayo. I-re-review pa niya yung contents ng technical specifications nyo if it's ready for procurement. Financial charges during implementation, baka meron yan mga overhead, other expenses, dapat kasama siya. Base cost, direct cost, audit cost, cost of project management, capacity development and consulting services, taxes and duties, in-kind contributions, retroactive financing of project costs and safeguard-related costs, contingencies, physical contingency, and price contingency. When you do costing, it's not just when you buy it. It also includes operating expense, maintenance expense. Hindi lang, meron siyang mga collateral expense. Kumbaga, not just yung pinaprocure mong equipment or service, baka meron ibang mga cost na kaakibat dun sa binibili mo, hindi naman originally part of the thing that you are procuring. That's why you have market study. Baka meron mga extra expenses dyan na hindi nyo nakikita, which should be included in your cost estimating. Remember, pag nagko-cost estimate kayo, admittedly, hindi tayo ang expert sa lahat ng binibili natin. Diba? Gumagamit ako ng printer, pero hindi ko naman alam yung nitty-gritty ng printer, kung ano bang, may iOS ba yan? Ano bang, ng watts ba yan? O paano ba? Touchscreen ba yan? Anong klaseng touchscreen? Ilang, square, inches, something? I would know that. Kasi ako, I'm a writer. I write and I print. I submit my report. But I wouldn't know, diba? I wouldn't know. So that's why with your, kaya nga meron tayo tinatawag na TWG, and your technical experts, you will identify sino ba ang pwede kong in-engage na technical expert. Remember, as technical experts, diba? It's written in RA 9184 naman. You can engage someone else, someone outside of your unit or your agency as a technical expert. Pwede yon. You can do that. You can engage someone to assist you in writing your technical specifications. Ito, like for example, ako, unit namin, may kailangan akong IT. Hindi naman ako IT. Mag-engage ako ng IT officer namin to assist me. Now, if it's really a larger project and it's not your expertise, you can engage another agency. Ask them. One example, sige. Dati kasi, yung sound system namin is like 20 years old. So, kailangan nang bumili. Wala naman akong alam sa sound system. Hindi naman ako sound engineer. Hindi naman ako sound expert. So, what we did was, during that time, when I was with building administration kasi, yun yung time na bago yung Metropolitan Theater. Bagong renovate. So, ang ginawa ko, I called Metropolitan Theater. Help naman. Kasi I don't know what to do, lalo na, ang kliyente namin, syempre si Presidente. So, pag nag-cabinet meeting or high-level meeting, tapos nandyan siya, kasi hindi niya marinig, ay, nakakahiya. Diba? So, ano bang alam ko? So, tawag ako doon. Not just sa Metropolitan Theater, even RTVM. I called RTVM. So, paano ba bumili ng sound system? Sila tinanong ko, I didn't even know na kasi, syempre, anywhere in the room, kailangan marinig mo, di ba? Hindi pwedeng nandito lang yung speaker mo, nandiyan lang yung speaker mo, tapos yung nasa likod, ang lakas ng speaker dito, bininay na dito. Yung nasa likod, wala silang marinig. So, doon ko nalaman na ang sound system pala, pwede kang maglagay ng maliliit anywhere in the room. May spacing siya. Para yung tao na nandun sa likod can still hear loud and clear the same way that the people are in the front or in the middle. So may ganon. Kami bilang office, we have no technical expertise. So dahil doon, nalaman ko na kailangan ko ng iba't ibang, di pala iba't ibang, maliliit na speaker around the room, tapos tanong ko magkano siya. Ano bang technical specifications kailangan ko ilagay doon sa technical specifications. Ano bang specifications? Ang kailangan ko ilagay sa technical specifications para makabili ako ng sound system. Even yung pag-install, sila rin nagsabi sa akin. From there, tsaka ako magpapako. Kasi alam ko na yung requirement ko eh. Hindi ko lang alam magkano siya. Una, credible siya. Ako, kasi ginawa na ni Metro Theater. How accurate is it? Meron na ginagamit na siya. Diba? So, that's one way for you to get your technical specifications. Huwag kayong mahihiya tumawag sa ibang government agency because they will help you. I've done it a lot of times at hindi ako na tanggihan. Ever. It's just a matter of talking to them. Coordinating with them. It's one of the best ways talaga. If mahirapan kayo, actually, not just PhilJeps, Google nyo lang. Notice of award for what? Procurement of what? Lalabas na yun. It's one way to do your due diligence. Next one. Okay. Cost estimating process. Ito na. Yan. Define the estimate's purpose. Ano bang kailangan kong ma-accomplish? Ano ba yung objective ko as a unit? Ano ba yung mga programa ko for the next year? Yan. Develop the estimating plan. Define the program. Obtain the data. Determine the estimating structure. Identify ground rules and assumptions. Develop the point estimate and compare it to an independent cost estimate. Independent cost estimate, your other government agencies. Conduct sensitivity. Conduct a risk and uncertainty analysis. Document the estimate. Present estimate to management for approval. Update the estimate to reflect actual cost or changes. Remember, your risks are reduced pag malapit na yung procurement year. Dapat. Reduce na siya. Kasi mas alam mo na, more or less next week, ganito yung beat ng market eh. Baka next week may bago na, o baka kailangan palitan yung technical specifications ko at useless na to. Baka pag-procure ko, phase out na siya. Wala nang magpo-provide sa'yo. So mag-fail siya. Remember, always avoid failure of procurement. It's not going to be nice sa rating. So, initiation and research, your audience, what you are estimating and what you are estimating it are of the utmost importance. Assessment, cost assessment steps are iterative and can be accomplished in varying order or concurrently. Analysis, the confidence in the point or range of the estimate is crucial to the decision maker. And presentation, documentation, and presentation make or break a cost estimating decision outcome. Hindi lang technical specifications ang importante, yung presyo din. Kasi mamaya sabihin ni ikaw pa naman ganito kailangan ko, hindi ko na muna bibili. Kasi ako mahal. Mas importante itong project na to versus itong project na to. Kawa tayo. Tapos yung pala nag-over budget na lang. Sana na-procure na natin. Diba? Sayang eh. Sayang oras, sayang pera. Next please. Yan. Okay, dito na tayo sa mga forms or ways for you to do your cost estimating. Also called top-down estimating or historical costing. This is analogous estimating. So, ang analogous is you get historical information. Na-procure na yan last year. Ito yung cost niya. Yun yung cost estimate. Remember, cost estimate lang siya. Hindi siya yung current or yung cost ng during the time that you're going to procure. Kasi remember, historical nga siya eh. Meaning, matagal na siya, nabili siya last year. Swerte na tayo kung last year and this year pareho pa rin presyo. Swerte na natin nun. Pero yung last year na presyo, for sure, iba. Hindi naman yan pareho eh. Foreign exchange pa lang, fluctuating na. Eh, nag-i-import din naman ng ating mga suppliers. So, strengths. Based on actual historical data, meaning meron ka ng basis at solid yun kasi na-implement mo na. Weakness relies on single historical data point, difficult to identify appropriate analog, requires normalization to ensure accuracy kasi kailangan mo siyang ulitin i-review. Accuracy depends item similarity, relies on extrapolation and or expert judgment for adjustment factors, kasi mag-a-adjust ka pa talaga. So basically, you're going to do it the same. You're going to do your market scoping again. It's just that this time, meron kang basis ay more or less siguro ganito yung presyo niya. Kasi in-implement namin siya last year. Eh ang inflation ngayon, ilang percent, add na lang ako ng konti. Or doesn't necessarily follow. Kasi remember, there was a time, ang construction materials, 33% in increase, di ba, the following year. May ganun eh, 25 to 33. I think that was last year. Which was unprecedented kasi bigla yun eh. Bigla siya umakyat. So, difficult to assess effect of design change blind to cost drivers kasi imposibleng down to the letter parehong-pareho siya. There will always be changes in your project. So early in the design process, application, okay? Early in the design process, when less or little data are available, cross-checking, rough order of magnitude estimate, architectural studies, and long-range planning. So, yan ang application for analogous estimating. Next, please. Bottom-up. Ito yung pinaka-credible. Pinaka-accurate. Pero pinaka-madugo. Bottom-up estimating kasi pinakamaliit na bagay alam mo yung presyo. Best example, siguro, yung sa infrastructure. Kahit 1 kilong pako, alam mo magkano. Ganun siya ka-credible or accurate. Bottom-up nga siya. Kaya, ang maganda sa bottom-up is, pwede kang kumuha ng isang component and apply the cost to another project. Kasi alam mo kung ano yung kailangan mo. So provides more accurate estimate technique if a complete work breakdown structure is available. Most versatile estimating technique can use for many project type. Kasi nga, hugot ka lang. Ipan. Hugot, ipan. Alam mo yung costing. How much it is. This much, alam mo na. So time-consuming nga lang siya kasi isa-isa. Next, please. Okay, intuitive, defensible, and time-honored. Kasi at the end of the project, kahit tanungin ka ng boss mo, magkano ito, bakit ganito yung presyo niya? Kasi ito ang basis, ito yung cost ko. Even yung overhead ng tao, alam mo, magkano yung kuryente na ginamit mo sa pag-implement ng project na to, alam mo. Okay. Sensitive to labor rates, credibility provided by visibility into each cost element. Severable, entire estimate is not compromised by the miscalculation of an individual. Walang miscalculation dyan kasi isa-isa lang siya. Reusable, easily transferable for use and insight into individual project budgets. And performer schedules. So, ang weakness naman ito requires detailed design. Sobrang detalye. To the nitty-gritty, alam mo. Slow and laborious, significant effort, time, and money required to create a build-up estimate, susceptible to errors kasi minsan, paulit-ulit may hilo ka na. Kaya kailangan mo ng fresh eyes. So, not readily responsive to what if requirement. New estimates must be built up for each alternative scenario, cannot by itself provide statistical confidence level, costly or cumbersome. Nakapagod talaga siya. Relationships, links among cost elements must be programmed by the analyst. Napaka-specific. Time-consuming, bawat galaw mo may presyo. Application, production, estimating, negotiation, software development, mature projects, resource allocation. Resource allocation talaga siya. Kasi, kahit sino across units, kung may similar requirement, kaya mo na siyang i-allocate. Ganun siya ka-detalye. Next please. Parametric estimating, this is more on infrastructure. Kasi like for example, sabihin, magkano ba per square meter? Magkano per square meter? Ang mahirap lang kasi dito, hindi lahat makakaintindi nito. Kasi hindi naman tayo lahat engineer. Diba? Next please. Yan. Strength, reasonably quick. Once developed, cost estimating relations are an excellent tool to answer many what-if questions rapidly. Statistically sound predictors that provide information about the estimator's confidence kasi these are scientifically proven already. Standard na siya, kumbaga. Hindi nyo kailangan questionin kasi more or less at the end of the day, malalaman mo, ay, ang lapit nga ng cost estimate niya. Kasi it's a proven, it's scientifically proven, it's really used, talaga, widely used. Ang weakness niya ay needs to understand model behavior, often difficult for others to understand the statistics associated with the cost estimation relation. Kasi, as we said, I'm not an engineer, I'm not an architect. How am I going to understand it very well? Unless mag-aral ako na. Engineering and architecture. Gaano kadaming buhos ng sako ng semento ba yan? Diba? At gram. So, lax details must fully describe lax details. Diba? 1 square meter. Magkano siya? 40, 50,000 per square meter. Hindi mo naman tatanungin ilang grabo or ilang sako ng semento yun. Paano yan naging isang sako ng semento? Kasi ganito kalaki yung sako ng semento nagkasya dyan. Hindi mo alam yun, di ba? So, model investment, cultural barriers, collecting appropriate data and generating statistically correct data is typically difficult, time-consuming, and expensive. Loses predictive ability, credibility outside its relevant data range. So, if it's a it's parametric costing for a particular project, like for example, construction nga, 1 square meter. Pero kung may structured cabling na yan, iba na naman yung cost niyan. Pero alam nila yung cost. Diba? Magkaiba man yung cost, depende kung ano yung inclusion ng project na yun, pero alam nila yung parameters of the cost. That's parametric costing. So, application budgetary estimates designed to cost trade studies, long-range planning, cross-check, baseline estimate, cost goal allocation, architectural engineering studies, sensitivity analysis, data-driven risk analysis, and software development. Next, please. So, ito, reminder, your IUEEUE. Hindi talaga ma-memorize to. Basta alam ko, extravagant, unnecessary, irregular, unconscionable expense. Remember, ito with unconscionable and irregular expenses, ang definition ng COA dyan is, kayo lang talaga makakapag-identify if it's unconscionable and unnecessary or excessive. As long as you can justify, kasi ito yung quality ng binibili ko, hindi naman yan basta-basta, at long-term ko siya magagamit, hindi masasayang ang pera ng bayan. Hence, your CBA. Gano'ng katagal ko ba siya magagamit? Magkano ba siya? Yung long-term investment mo doon sa binili mo, vis-a-vis kung bibili ako ng cheap ngayon. Just make sure, sigurado ka na magagamit mo siya in 20 years. Hindi yung after 5 years, sirado siya. Ibig sabihin, mali yung CBA. Diba? So be careful with unnecessary, irregular, excessive, extravagant, and unconscionable expenses. As we said earlier, tayo ay accountable sa public funds. Yan, expenses exceeding what is usual or proper, unreasonably high expenses and beyond just measure or amount, expenses in excess of reasonable limits. So that's your IUEEU. Tongue twister siya. Pag tongue twister, ibig sabihin mahirap talaga. Kailangan natin mag-watch. Next month. Guidelines. Ayan. Penalties, disallowance. Mahirap ma-disallow kasi tayo magbabayad niyan eh. Diba? Disapproval in audit of a transaction either in whole or in part. So, next please. No? I think that's the last slide. Yes. So far, malinaw po. Are we clear with the presentation?
Alright, thank you very much again. That was our GPPB recognized Ms. Donabel Dan. So at this point po, let's proceed to our open forum. I have here one question from our online participants. Ma'am, so for our first question, in infrastructure under two failed biddings, is reviewing cost estimate necessary regardless if it was not the issue or the reason of failure of previous bidding?
Ito, personally, it may not be the cause of the failure of bidding. Pero, I would recommend you review everything. Kasi dumaan na yung oras eh. Dumaan na yung araw. There might be changes pa kapag pinocure nyo ulit yan, mag-fail din siya ulit. Hindi kumo twice na siya nag-fail ay magtutu-fail bidding at alternative method tayo. It doesn't mean you always do that. Kasi you still have to justify why you are going to utilize alternative methods of procurement. Hindi yun automatic kasi not just COA, the public will look into your procurement. Bakit? Baka mali yung text specs mo. And that's not a good justification. I'd rather you do it all over again and bid it all over again. To be honest with our back chair, hindi siya nag-two-fail bidding. Sabi niya, bakit ako mag-two-fail bidding? May supplier eh. May service provider. May mali dun sa text specs. So we bid it again. Which is the safest. Remember, your primary procurement method is competitive bidding, not two-fail, not alternative method. And you have to review everything. Remember your cost. Okay, I think hindi ko yata nasabi kanina. Your cost or your ABC is only as good as 6 months. Actually, para sa akin 6 months, hindi. 3 months, okay pa yan. 4 months, 5 months, baka kailangan mo na mag-market study ulit. Because of our market conditions na volatile. Malamang hindi na yan credible. So you review it all over again. Your ABC is only credible within 6 months. Pag lumagpas ka ng 6 months, market study ka na ulit talaga. You have to review your cost. Otherwise, malaki yung risk na it's going to fail. Yes, sir.
In similar projects,
Yes, sir.
among or between or among agencies. Example, parehas ang item title sa GAA. Medyo nagkaiba na ng konti ng budget. I was struck with your statement kanina na pwede magkuha ng mga information sa nauna na nag-implement. Will it not constitute an act of giving preferential to the winning bidder of that previous agency that have similar project?
No, sir.
Why?
Hindi, sir. For one, sir, you are only asking for information from them. It is still
What if
your...
ma'am kung ang TOR ang ibigay, tapos yun ang ipublish?
Sir, I do not subscribe to copying TORs.
Eh kasi similar nga eh.
Yes, sir. Kahit
Similar ang ano, oo.
Yes, sir. Hindi po. Sir, hindi po kung mukha siyang similar, ay todo similar siya down to the last letter. There will always be differences. And whatever information you get from other government agencies, you still have to review it. applicable ba siya sa akin o hindi? Magagamit ko ba siya o hindi? Tama ba siya para sa akin o hindi? Kasi magkaiba po ang ating mandato. Magkaiba ang ating objective. Magkaiba rin po yung kung infrastructure man yan, magkaiba pa rin yung size niyan. Magkaiba yung gusto natin o kailangan natin sa kailangan nila. May difference po siya. Hindi po pwedeng i-copy-paste para ka nag-tailor fit.
Okay, assuming hindi tailor-fitted siya.
Yes, sir.
Substantially,
Yes, sir.
copied.
Paano substantially copy?
Example, I will give you an example.
Yes,
Infrastructure project.
Yes, sir.
DPWH implementation. Ngayon, ang problema natin sa mga infra, shovel ready.
I'm sorry, sir.
Shovel ready. Yung mayroon ng detailed engineering design, lahat, kakapal yan eh. You propose half billion, ang ibigay lang sa iyo 25 million. Meron kami ngayon, talaga nag-debate kami ng DPWH kasi we propose sa X amount, 40 million, tapos ang ibinigay lang 26. Niredesign nila yung shovel ready na na-design to fit the budget. Sabi ko, it will really pose a challenge sa aming functionality kasi nga, ito ang gusto namin. Hindi man kami mabigyan ng MICA, pero multi-phases ang project implementation siya. So, ang may shovel ready lang ngayon, yung sinasabi ko na similar na ang DPWH kasi na lahat sila doon may mga design. So, I don't know how it will really affect the integrity of the procurement process. Taking a TOR with successfully implemented project of similar in character, in functionality, in the mandates, kasi lahat may issues similar mandates. Nag-iba lang yung mga curricular programs or the niche. But our mandate is to produce graduates. So, kung ganyan naman is, in the other side of the coin, will it not also constitute an offense of giving due favor to the winning bidder of the previous agency? Thank you.
For that, sir, hindi naman kumu-pareho yung TOR siya na yung magiging bidder at siya. Kailangan i-bid siya ulit.
Oo nga.
Number 2, sir, is, ganito. Agency to agency is an alternative method of procurement. If you do not agree with his requirement, meron kasing minimum requirements ang government infrastructure. At may batas yun na kailangan sinusunod. May standards yan eh. Kung nasunod yung mga standards na yun at meron po kayong mga requirement na iba, as long as justifiable siya at may rationale siya at hindi siya whimsical, you can actually bid it out. Doesn't have to be DPWH. DPWH has the mandate to construct. Diba? Pero, pwede mo siya i-bid out sa iba. Just make sure you have that person na may technical expertise to assist you. Kasi SUC kayo, sir. So it's not your mandate. You don't have the technical expertise actually regarding infrastructure unless meron kayong in-house na engineer or architect who can actually vouch for it and can actually justify yung mga infrastructure ninyo. Bid it out. And make sure din, yung costing ninyo based on your market study and market survey are accurate. At kahit saan korte tayo makarating ay kaya nyo panindigan. Ganun siya. Papanindigan nyo talaga siya. Maganda yung bottom-up cost estimating. Kasi pag yun ang ginamit ninyo, kahit saan tayo makarating, yun. Diba? Remember, your primary method of procurement is competitive bidding. Teka, parang, I think, ano na yun That's beyond my topic. Pero, nasagot ba, sir? I don't want to, encroach on someone else's, Pero more or less yun, sir. Your primary procurement method is competitive bidding. And yung sinasabi po ninyo na copy-paste kasi ng DPWH because they are standards that you have to follow. We all have to follow. Hindi tayo exempted sa standards at requirements ng DPWH. Kasi meron silang batas na sinusunod din. And they are just following the law. And they are just implementing the law. So kung hindi tayo nagkakaintindihan, hanap tayo ng paraan na within the bounds of the law. It's within, basta as long as it's within the bounds of the law, kaya mong panindigan, hindi ka gumastos ng pera ng excessive na hindi kailangan, na sabi nga, unconscionable, irregular, unnecessary, you're fine. Kahit sino magtanong yan, kaya nyo yan sagutin.
Alright. For our last question,
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. You are, sir? Sorry, hindi ko rin ano pa.
Yes, I'm Ginopor from Visayas State University.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
I'd just like to ask, ma'am, you mentioned earlier the market scoping.
Yes, sir.
I'm right to assume that mainly it started with the end user, sabi mo kanina.
Yes, sir.
So what if pagkatapos na procure ng item, kuwasan na overpriced yun? Sino yung 6115? Si end user ba? Or si BAC?
Actually, may masakit dun eh. Si Bak yung tatamaan kasi siya yung nakasign, tsaka si Head of Procuring Entity.
Same din sa yung sabi mo, ma'am, na justification. Diba sabi mo, you need to justify.
Yes.
So what if nag-justify si end user kasi ito yung gusto niya, and then later on it was found out na
Hindi siya.
yes. Sino yung 6115?
Sure lang. Hindi ko yata kaya sagutin, that's legal already. Pero, kung ang itatanong mo sa akin, bakit siya disallowed pa rin, baka yung justification is not enough. Baka yung justification does not have support, doesn't have enough supporting documents, or hindi siya ganun kas strong na support, strong na reason as a justification. Actually, ang ano yan, that's the reason why meron tayong pre-procurement conference. And that's also the reason why we review technical specifications even if it's just small value procurement.
So basically, even if responsibility or obligation ni end user na mag-market scoping, tayo dito sa procurement, hindi tayo maniwala sa kanila.
Hindi naman siya hindi maniwala.
Kasi,
Grabe naman.
at the end of the day, kung mali sila, we just, pag hindi natin review or chinek, tayo yung mas 6115.
Yes, that's why we review. We validate.
Yeah, but when we review, we still have to go again market scoping. So parang dalawa yung scope, and then dito sa procurement, we do market scoping is yung lahat ng items na procure.
Yes.
Like yung end user lang, sila lang specific sa kanila yung market scoping.
Ay, hindi. Pag nag-market scoping, hindi pwedeng isang supplier at isang service
Now,
provider.
what I'm saying now is, for an end user, example, end user ko ng desktop, I am just responsible for this specific desktop na procure ko, end user ako eh. But when we scale it up to the procurement, yung BAC, kung merong 100 na mga items to be procured, si BAC is responsible for the 100 items na market scoping. Di ba kay
100 items or same, are we talking about the
it
same
could be the
items?
same, let's just say same. So we are due diligence natin as BAC is we need to review lahat ng that was already supposedly market scope by the end user para hindi tayo mga 6115.
Sige.
We review again, di ba?
Ganito yan, sir. Kaya na-discuss kanina ni Ma'am Leslie ang strategic procurement management. When you procure, hindi lang mag-strategize kayo as an agency. Hindi yung, ako yung gumagamit ngayon, ako yung mag-market scope ng gagamitin ko. No, it doesn't work that way. Well, to some extent, yes. It works that way kasi gagamitin mo siya. Pero as an agency, you have to manage it and strategize. Number one, best example yung sa amin. Pag IT-related yung binibili, si IT office ang end user. Tatanungin niya kayong lahat, anong kailangan mo, para saan, anong gamit, ano bang objective mo, ano gusto mong ma-accomplish. Pakolect niya yun. Tapos magma-market scoping siya. Mag-market study siya. Standard siya across the board. Isa lang siya. Isang project lang siya. Isa lang ang bibilin niya. For example, if it's widescreen monitor, sino ba makikailangan ng widescreen monitor? Si Unit A, Unit B, Unit C. Pare-pareho tayo ng widescreen monitor na kailangan. Ano ba yung gusto niyo ma-accomplish? Makakita ng Excel file na buo. Yung PMR na pagkalaki-laki. Ang laki ng PMR. Ang haba. So, kailangan mo dalawang screen. First part, second part. Kailangan kita ko siya. Budget officer, kailangan ko yung Excel file ko buo, kita ko siya. Minsan kaya, video wall na ba? So, ganun siya. Mag-strategize kayo, hindi lang isa-isang end user. Mag-identify na kayo. Si IT office ba ang end user? Para i-distribute na lang nila sa inyo. Kasi sila yung may technical expertise ng IT-related equipment. Or whatever it is that you are trying to procure. If it's about building your office, kailangan mo ng office system, it's your building administration office. Sila mag-identify, gano'ng kalaki ba yung space mo, ano bang kailangan mo, as one end user, and they will be the one to distribute it to you. Yun ang papasok sa technical specifications na ima-market scope nila. Once they finish your market scoping, hindi lang naman isang supplier yan, multiple suppliers yan. Pag buo na yung technical specifications mo with the costing, naka-summary of report na kayo, di ba? Ito na tech specs ko. Ito yung mga suppliers na nagbigay. Ito yung cost. That's the reason why ito yung APC namin or proposed cost estimates. Pupunta naman tayo kay Bank. Mag-pre-procurement conference tayo. Tingnan ni Bank yan. O bakit iba-iba yan? Bakit ito yung cost nyo? Ito yung summary of cost ninyo. Ito yung cost estimates ng mga prospective suppliers. So, bubusisiin nila yun. Kaya huwag kayong magagalit pag nagtatanong si Bank. Kasi the reason why Bank is asking is to make sure na tama yung tech specs natin. Admittedly, pag kayo ang gumawa from zero, ito yung perspective ko Ito yung gusto ko, ito yung kailangan ko Yun ang ilalagay ko. Pero we forget there are other eyes. Na baka may makita sila sa tech specs mo na hindi dapat. Na feeling, ay, excessive na yan. Ay, kulang yan. Dagdagan mo. Kaya siya ganun. Hindi ko mo na-revise yung tech specs natin, mali tayo. No. Meron ibang perspective si Bank versus end user. Kasi tayo gumagamit Example, pag gumawa nga tayo ng research, di ba? Tayo gumawa from zero, tayo nag-research, tayo nagsulat. Pero di ba pinapa-copy editor natin siya? Tinitingnan siya ng supervisor natin, ay, dapat dagdagan mo kaya ng ganito. Bakit ganito yung sinulat mo? Baka kailangan tingnan mo itong perspective. So, ganun siya. Hindi lang kung nag-market study ka, tama na yung market study mo as a whole. Kasi ikaw lang yung gumawa. Pero meron possible perspective na hindi natin nakikita. Example din sa amin, nag-market study si IT office. Ito yung technical specifications niya, ito yung ABC niya. Tapos sabi bigla ni Bak, totoo to, nangyari to Sabi ni Bak Chair, bakit 1 year lang yung warranty, ganito kang mahal? Baka pwede 2 to 3 years yung warranty. Sabi ni end user, hindi yan yung binigay ni prospective suppliers Yan yung nakita namin sa market scope. Hindi, try nyo lang, tanong nyo. Pagbalik, 3-year warranty, same price. It happens. It happens. Tingnan nyo lang ano yung pwede sa hindi. Diba? Remember, yung bawat sentimo ng ginagastos natin should be accounted for. And if you can get the best contract specifications vis-a-vis your price, you get it. Yun, ganun siya, sir. Hindi ko muna market study tayo, yun na yun. That's the reason why, mag-strategize po tayo based on sa lecture ni Ma'am Leslie kanina. That's how strategic procurement market Ay, management.
Yes, ma'am. Natanong ko lang kasi, ma'am, kasi
Yes, sir.
may mga end user kasi na demanding. They don't want to change their
Yun pala yung
specs.
reason.
They don't want to change their specs.
But
And then, natanong ko lang kung sino ultimately liable para ma-declare yung... Kasi kung saan sabihin natin na kahit na magalit yung end user, ayaw kung gawin yan.
yes, sir.
So, pero kung sabihin na si end user kasi siya yung naggawa ng market research, so okay lang.
Ito lang, sir. Procurement is a collaboration of end user, your backsec, EWG, and your group.
Yes.
It's not just you, it's just not me, it's not just the back. When you do your procurement, you protect not just yourself, but your agency. Kasi your agency is your second family. More often than not, mas matagal pa tayo sa opisina kaysa sa bahay. Kung mapapansin nyo, di ba? Oo, pumapasok ako. 8, 9, umuwi ako na sa G's. So, 9, ganyan. Inuuwi ko pa, yung iba. This is your second home. We also have to protect it. You also have to protect your hope. Not just what you need or what you want. Nakikita, ito yung gusto ko eh. It doesn't work that way. Kasi yung binibili natin, hindi rin naman natin pera. Diba? Kung ayaw ni Hope yan, dinis-approve ni Hope yan, wala ka rin magagawa. Pag pili niya, excessive yan. Uy, excessive to Dapat hindi. Teka, lumalagpas na yata ako sa oras. Sorry, pero nasagot ko ba yung tanong, sir? Partially. Pero yes, kung sino yung nag-sign dun sa contract, siya yung supplier. Kaya nga, wag tayong sadly yes, it's our responsibility. Wag yung kaya dapat din actually nag-train yung end user. For them to know yung accountability. Hindi lang yan bilang end user, hindi lang yan, narinig ko na yan. Hindi naman ako magsasign eh. Bahala sila. Hindi naman ako yung magpro-procure eh. Bahala sila. Basta ito kailangan ko. Hindi yun ganon. It should be a collaboration.
Alright, I guess we can still accommodate one more po.
Time for
Sa
one.
likod po. Ayan, sige, go ahead, ma'am.
Hi ma'am,
Yes,
good
ma'am.
morning po. I'm from Philippine Veterans Affairs Office. My question is with regard to the technical specifications as you have discussed earlier. With regard to green procurement, for that specific green procurement, do procuring entities require to adopt such specifications, or it's just a recommendation, or you are just encouraging procuring entities to adopt such?
Actually, dapat matagal na yan nagagawa. It has to be, that's your primary basis or standard for procuring. May list doon na iba't ibang klaseng procurement items na makakonsider mo for green public procurement. So, it's already posted in GPPB website. To be discussed later pa.
So that would be mandatory.
Sana. Pero wala pa namang sanctions eh. Pero, I would recommend yes.
It is not mandatory, but it is recommended.
Yes. Encourage, recommended. I hope, preferred. Tama, sir. Preferred. Encourage, Thank you po.
Alright, thank you very much. And again, that was our GPPB recognition, Miss Donna Belta. Now, before we let Miss Donna go, group photo, sabi ni Sir, alam na niya, group photo. So again po, tayo po tayo, and then mga nandito po sa row na ito, squeeze in na lang po tayo sa gitna namin, magkasya po tayo sa squeeze.
This is to certificate of this appearance.
Closer po. Closer.
Yan, yung sa mga sa likod po, lapit po tayo. Yan. again po, na-promote ko lang po ulit para po doon sa mga nag-raise ng questions na kailangan pa ng masinsinang usapan talaga, no? Deeper discussion. Meron po tayong procurement clinic open to Friday. Kaya po, please take this to visit po ang ating pong procurement clinic and other TSO booths dahil yung ating pong mga lawyers din nandyan. Cater, no, your procurement concerns. So at this juncture, we are down to our third and last technical session. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome GPPB recognized trainer, Miss Juliana Sum. Again, just a gentle reminder po, para po sa mga walk-in namin, thank you very much for joining us today. Please don't forget lang po to, please sign up po sa ating Pro Hub because you will be receiving your certificate of participants through that system. Okay, as well po as sa mga online participants natin. Again, the QR code link is pinned in the comments section. Yung mga walk-ins naman po natin dito, lapit lang po kayo sa secretariat, we will assist you on how you will create your ProHub account. So I guess we're ready.
Huwag na lang, kahit ako, ganun na ako ulit. Ikaw na lang ulit. Hindi ba na pwede? Hello, good morning. Sino yung mga taga-LGUs? Meron ba? SUCs, NGAs, mga end users. Yung mga end users kanina pa napasaway. Ay, mga end users, alam yung mga end users, sa end users daw nagmumula ang lahat ng mali. Tama? Ay, parang hindi nyo matanggap, no? Pero sa inyo nagmumula lahat ng ano, no? Kasi tayo pinagmumula ng ano, no? Hindi naman magkakaroon ng procurement kung hindi manggagaling sa inyo, di ba? Kasama yun siyempre sa proposal nyo na huwag kayong tatanggi na. Kahit dapat nag-aaral ng inyong mga requirements. Sige. So, yung topic natin ngayon, for the next 1 hour, ito yung outline. So, renewal of regular and recurring services, online submission system relative to early procurement activities, and adopting sustainable and gender responsive practices in procurement. So, ito lang yung topics natin, no? So, isang oras lang. Kaya lang, 10,000 yung slides ko eh. Okay, next. Dito tayo sa renewal of regular and recurring services. Ano ba yan? Ano ba yung ba't ba nagkaroon ng renewal ng regular and recurring services? Ano ba yung recurring? Ano ba yung regular and recurring services? Next, please. Kapag sinabi mong recurring and regular services, sabi dito dapat, no, ito yung dinefine under DBM National Budget Circular 570 noong 2017. Yan. So, pag tinignan nyo sa website yung NBC 50, makikita nyo. Kasi tungkol yan dun sa issuance ng multi-year contracting authority. Pero binanggit yan dito, ano yung mga services. So sabi dito, regular recurring includes janitorial, security services, telecommunications, supply of drinking water. Kaya ba may supply ng drinking water? Sino nagbabayad? Yung agency? Bakit doon sa agency ko dati, kanya-kanya kaming budget? Pwede pala yun. Okay, and then, office space rental. So marami sa inyo nag-release ng office space, no? Wala. Yaman nyo. So may kanya-kanya kayong mga buildings. Ayan. Sige. So, yan yung regular recurring services. So sabi rito, services that are essential, indispensable, or necessary, no? To the day-to-day operations of the procuring entity. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi mo na siyang regular, recurring, yun ay ginagamit mo sa araw-araw na operations nyo. Yan, di ba? Tulad yung mga janitorial, security. Di pwedeng wala. And then, procured in the last 3 years. Ibig sabihin, dapat daw nagkaroon na kayo ng procurement niya, no? For the past 3 years, na-procure mo na yan. Yung janitorial na yan, security, telecommunications pa yan, or yung mga office space rental nyo. Okay? Next. So, ano yung conditions? No? Pinag-uusapan natin renewal ng itong mga services na to. So, ano yung mga conditions? Dapat yung original contract awarded in accordance with RA 9184. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Public bidding lang ba? Anong ibig sabihin nun? Original contract awarded in accordance with RA 9184. Kailangan ba yung original contract ko sa public bidding lang galing? Hindi. Ang malinaw kasi sinabi lang dito, awarded in accordance with RA 9184. So, pwedeng competitive bidding siya or alternative methods, di ba? Kasi, doon yung ibang mga agencies or yung mga bureaus lang sila, maliliit lang sila, yung budget nila for halimbawa security or janitorial, minsan nasa threshold lang siya ng alternative methods, di ba? So, pag nagpo-procure sila, ginagamit lang nila yung SBP, yung small value procurement. Yan. Okay, malinaw yun? Next, cost-benefit analysis to show comparative advantage. Yan. So, bago ka mag-renew, meron mo ng CBA. Wala pa kanina, binabanggit na yung, yung CBA. Yung cost-benefit analysis. Kasi gusto mong i-compare. Kaya ka nagsi-CBA. Ano ba? Nire-renew ko ba yung contract niya? Mas advantageous ba to renew the contract or mag-procure ulit ako ng bago? Or mag-undertake ako ng bagong procurement? Or i-renew ko lang ba siya? So, kailangan yung cost-benefit analysis. Next, satisfactory performance. Bago mo i-renew, yung iyong existing na service provider, kailangan merong rating siya, no? Na-rate mo siya na satisfactory yung performance niya. Kayo ba, nire-rate niyo ba yung inyong mga...
Yes.
Di pa ako tapos, galing ni Sir. Agad, yes. So, nire-rate niyo yung mga service provider niyo.
Yes.
Yes, ha? Baka kasi mamaya, pagpunta ko sa mga opisina niyo, ganda ko lagi. Retire na ako, ha? Pero ang dami ko na pong 32 years ako, lahat, pasok ko na lahat ng buong operations ng gobyerno. Lagi ako sa operation. Okay? So, satisfactory performance, no? Kailangan nire-rate nyo yan. Kasi baka mamaya yung mga janitor nyo nawawala. Naging utusan na pala. Inuutusan bumili nito, mag-grocery. Nangyayari ba yan sa inyo? Yes! Galing nyo talaga. Di tama sa sabi ko, di ba? Pag hinahanap ko yung janitor, asan yung janitor? Ay, ma'am, inutusan ko eh. Pinag-grocery. Yan. Wala naman yun sa engagement nila. So, dapat malinaw, okay? Kung na-perform nga nila, yung task talaga nila under the contract, ang trabaho nila ay linisin yung building nyo. I-maintain yung cleanliness. Hindi yung magbayad ng credit card. Kayo natatawa kasi totoo. Mayroong ganun eh, no? Okay. Next, submission of updated eligibility documents and performance security. So, kailangan pa rin, no? Pag-renew na sila, kailangan mag-submit pa rin sila ng kanilang updated na eligibility documents. So, yan. Bago pa kayo magkaroon ng award sa kanila. Okay? Next. Dapat din daw, okay? Dapat included siya dun sa inyong APP, dun sa inyong annual procurement plan. Okay? So, merong remarks doon, nilalagay nyo na renewal yan, no? Then, service provider must not be a blacklisted entity. Ano ba yung sabihin ng blacklisted? Ano yung personality ng isang blacklisted entity? Ha? Alam nyo, ha? Kayo lang magtatanong, ha? Sige, anong tingin nyo, sir? Pag blacklisted, anong ibig sabihin? Hindi white.
Pwede mag-participate sa mga government na.
Oo, nagaling ni sir. Saan ka galing, sir? PCC, Philippine Competition. Okay, nag-lecture yata ako. Ha? Last year? Walang mga batang to ang ano. Okay, may natutuhan ba kayo sa akin? Okay, sige. So, tama, no? Sabi niya kasi ito yung kapag blacklisted ka, so yun yung personality ng isang blacklisted entity, hindi siya pwedeng mag-participate, no? Sa buong gobyerno, sa buong procurement ng kahit na anong agencies. Okay? Next, funds are available in accordance with existing rules. Siyempre, kailangan may pondo. Kasi bago kayo mag-renew, dapat mayroong available na funds. Then, provision for renewal of contract must be incorporated in saan? Sabi rito sa SCC, sa special conditions of the contract, sa technical specs, and sa request for quotation. No? Doon sa original contract. Ibig sabihin, diba, doon sa original contract nyo, dapat nakalagay na doon na merong provisions doon na subject to doon sa renewal. No? Sa renewal ng contract. Dapat malinaw yun. Diba? So, kayo nga kahit na mga alternative methods lang yan, kapag or RFQ, kailangan lahat ng conditions nandun pa rin. Hindi yung basta bigay na lang ng bigay ng RFQ na wala man lang kayo sinasabi, basta mag-bid kayo dyan, basta mag-offer kayo dyan. Dapat malinaw dun sa RFQ nyo yung mga requirements nyo. So, hindi lang yan sa public bidding, kahit sa alternative methods of procurement din yan. Okay, next. Contract duration. Sabi rito, yung renewal daw shall not exceed 1 year for each renewal of contract. So, bawat renewal mo, 1 taon lang siya, hindi siya dapat exceed. Pero yung kabuang kontrata mo na nakasama yung renewal, yung extension, okay? Ang combined periods niyan ay maximum lang ng 3 years. So, halimbawa, nag-procure ka ngayon, 2024. Next year, 2025, i-renew mo siya. Okay? Tapos next, pwede mo ba siya? So, maximum siya ng 3 years. Pero kung nagkaroon ka ng mga extensions, kasama yun doon sa 3 taon. Ha? So, hindi pwedeng meron kang renewal ng 3 years, may extension ka ng 4 years. Tama ba yun? Hindi. Diba? So, magkaiba yung renewal sa extension. Okay? Sige, next. Kung meron daw mga adjustment, yan. Pwede pa rin, no? Pwede tayong kahit na rin. Kasi pag sinabi mong renewal, di ba? Dapat same terms and conditions siya. Kasi hindi mo naman siya yung bidding eh. Nire-renew mo lang naman yung kontrata mo eh. Basta dapat, lahat ng conditions parehas. Parehas yung cost, lahat ng terms and conditions, parehas sila. Diba? Pero, merong exception, no? Kung nagkaroon ng mga price adjustment, tulad ng mga wage orders, di ba? Yan, sa mga janitorial, security, minsan, ano yan? Nagkakaroon na ng si Dole, di ba? Nag-i-issue siya ng mga, or yung National Wage Council, nag-i-issue yan ng mga wage orders. Ayan. So, pwede yun. Pwede nyo siyang i-adjust yung inyong ABC. Kasi i-incorporate nyo yung adjustment na yon doon sa ABC. O kaya naman, sabi rin, minsan, pwedeng mag-increase mag-decrease, no? Doon sa requirement. As long as hindi rin siya as long as within the approved budget for the contract din siya. Yan. So, kailangan lang i-justify nyo. Isa minsan, renewal siya, pero biglang sabihin nila kasi kailangan namin ng additional pa naman power. Pagdadagdag lang kami. Yan. So, ina-allow naman siya. No? I think it's ang maximum ay 25%. Sige, next. Okay, so, itong isa naman, extension. Ayan. Sabi natin kanina, magkaiba siya. Di ba? Renewal. Kasi same terms and conditions, nire-renew mo siya for maximum ng 1 year. Pag-extension, ano ibig sabihin ng extension? Kasi, maaaring meron ka na, pwedeng nagsimula ka ng mag-procure ng bago, o kaya pinaprocess mo na para i-renew yung contract. Pero, okay, mag-expire na siya. Halimbawa, ngayon, March 30, mag-expire na yung contract mo. Diba? So, yung original na contract. Pero hindi ka pa nasimulan mo pa lang, or nakapag-commence ka pa lang nung pag-process ng inyong renewal, or kung bagong procurement man yan. So, dahil hindi ka pa makakapag-award, sabi dito, di ba? So, within 15, no? Within 15 calendar days, bago mag-expire yung existing na contract mo, kailangan mo munang i-extend. Yan. Kasi, i-extend mo lang siya kasi nga, hindi ka pa makakapag-award. So, pwede mo siyang, depende sa'yo, no? Kaya pwede nyo i-extend muna yung existing contract. Pero ang maximum lang yan, ilan? 6 months. O maximum lang siya ng 6 months. Yan. So, depende sa inyo kung sa tingin nyo, after 1 month, pwede lang kami makapag-award. So, extend ko lang siya ng 1 month. Yan. So, pwede naman yung iba month-to-month yung extension nila. Depende, no? Doon sa ongoing procurement activity nila. Or yung iba naman, sabihin na nila, sige, maximum na tayo agad ng 3 months. Para sa ganun, hindi tayo nagmamadali. Yan. So, yun yung extension lang. Okay? Kasi, sabi nga natin, yung extension, para lang, okay? Para lang ma-solve mo yung problema mo na mag-expire yung contract mo. Hindi yung, madalas nangyayari, expired na yung contract. Tapos, tuloy-tuloy na yung mga janitorial nyo, security, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. O ngayon, tapos pag nagkaroon na kayo ng renewal or bagong kontrata, nagkaroon ng gap. Diba? Ang dami ganyan. Nagkaroon na ng gap. So, paano nyo babayaran yun? Anong basis nyo? Siyempre, sasabihin sa inyo nung sa finance nyo, asan po yung kontrata nung gap? O kaya yung extension? Diba? Di wala. Paano nyo babayaran yun? So, importante, no, yun yung tatandaan nyo, bago pa siya mag-expire, kinakailangan, inaayos nyo na yung procurement nyo, ina-anticipate nyo na. Yan, hindi pwede kung kailang expired na, biglang, minsan makakakita ng memo, expired na nagsasabi na, i-renew po namin yung kontrata. Anong i-renew mo? Expired na nga. Di ba? Hindi na pwedeng i-renew yung nag-expired ng contract. Eh, kaya, importante, na bago pa siya, na-anticipate ko na siya, para sa ganon, kung sa tingin nyo, hindi nyo pa magagawa yung renewal, pwede nyo muna siyang i-extend. Yan ha. Sige, next. Posting requirements. So, posting lang siya. So, yung notice ng renewal, sabi rito, it must be posted and submitted to GPPB. So, dun sa website ni PhilJeps, yung website nyo ng procuring entity at sasubmit sa GPPB. Yan yung notice ng renewal, or na-renew na yung contract. Next. Yan. Yung malinaw na yung renewal of contract. Iwanan ko na yon, okay? Punta tayo dito sa next topic. Ito yung Real-Time EPA Generating Information Analytics or REGINA. Tama? REGINA. REGINA system. So, mula pa kanina, binabanggit sa inyo yung EPA, Early Procurement Activities. Ha? So, lahat ba kayo nagpapundak ng EPA na? Lahat. Ilang percent nakakontak ng EPA? Ikaw, ma'am, saan anong office ka, ma'am?
From Laguna State Polytechnic University po. 64% po yung last year.
Okay. So, sige. Tingnan natin dito. Ano ba itong sinasabi na real-time na nag-generate yung system, okay, ng mga information about your early procurement activities. So, as a background, yung Section 63.1D of the 2016 revised IRR, it pertains dun sa functions ng GPPB. Okay? So, sinasabi dun sa 63.1, the GPPB should be able to ensure the proper implementation of RA 9184 and its IRR. And together with other rules and regulations, na ang bilis niya pala. Na related sa public procurement. So, yun yung 63.1. And then yung 63.3E naman, ito naman, ang sinasabi naman dito, ito naman yung functions ni GPPB-TSO. Okay, doon sa section E na yon, ang sinasabi niya, si GPPB-TSO dapat daw ma-monitor, They should be able to monitor the compliance, of the procuring entities to RA 9184 and its IRR, at maka-assist din, Si GPPB-TSO should be able to assist the procuring entities para i-improve, to improve your compliance with the Act or with the IRR 9184. So, yun yung sinasabi mo dito dun sa dun sa background, or yun yung provisions na provided dito sa dalawang sections na to. Sige, next. So, dun sa section 7, actually, ang specific is section 7.6, of the revised IRR. Ang sinasabi rito, ini-encourage, the procuring entities are encouraged to undertake procurement activities, short of award, pending approval ng GAA sa national government agencies, corporate budget sa mga GOCCs, GFIs, and appropriations ordinance para dun sa mga LGUs. Doon sa kanina, sa first topic ni Ms. Leslie, di ba? So, pinakita niya yung process, doon sa pag-undertake ng early procurement activities. So, ibig sabihin lang, habang wala pa yung budget, kaya nga sinasabi na ang ginagamit natin is indicative, di ba? Indicative APP. Kasi habang wala pa yung approved budget, okay, pwede na kayong mag-undertake ng inyong procurement activities. So sa GAA kasi, sa national government agencies, as early as July, diba? So, nag-i-issue na si DBM ng National Expenditure Program. Yung NEP, ito yung executive budget, ito yung dinadala ng presidente sa Congress. Okay? So, diba, every third Monday or last Monday ng July, nagpapunta siya ng SONA. Diba? So, dala-dala niya yung National Expenditure Program, present niya yun sa Congress. Pag present niya na yun sa Congress, so, pwede na mag-start ng procurement yung mga agencies, okay? Sabi nga lang, short of award. So kayo rin, pwede, no? Mga GOCCs, yung sa LGUs, pwede na rin siya, no? So meron, iba kasi naman yung sa ano sa GOCCs yung corporate budget nyo naman. And doon naman sa LGUs, dahil ako, galing din ako ng LGU, okay, ang alam ko kapag pinipresent na rin, ganun din yung sa local government unit, di ba? Yung local chief executive, nagko-conduct din siya ng ano niya, di ba? State of the city address or municipality address ba? Yung ganun tawag, di ba? So pwede na rin yun. No, kapag present na ni mayor or ni governor yung budget sa sanggunian, di ba? So, dahil meron pang mga hearings, deliberations na mangyayari doon, pwede na rin mag-conduct ng early procurement activities. Yung mga taga-LGU, meron namang gano'n. Wala, hindi pa kayo nag-conduct na EPA.
Kasi sa July pa lang kami nagbubuhat.
Yeah, oo. Mas late yung
Parang wala kaming
yeah. So, pero pwedeng tingnan, no? Kasi kahit July kayo, July ka kasi nagsasubmit tama ng budget si Mayor sa sanggunian. Ay, sorry, October. Parang October yata. Yeah, October, oo. Nandun sa local government code. No? So, October. Pero, sa tingin ko, pwede na rin yun na magamit. Okay? Habang ongoing yung deliberations or hearing sa sanggunian. Okay? So, balik ako rito. Sabi rito, starting from fiscal year 2016, no? Yung GAA, authorize niya na yung mga procuring entities to undertake, no, yung EPA nila from pre-procurement conference until post-qualification of bids as soon as the proposed national budget is submitted to Congress. So yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, yun yung proseso. Basta na-submit na sa Congress yung budget, pwede nang mag-undertake yung mga national government agencies ng kanilang mga EPA. Sige, next. So, ano ba yung relasyon ng EPA doon sa kanina binanggit rin ni Ms. Leslie, yung PBB, no? Performance-based bonus. Ay ba merong natatanggap na PBB? Ha? Dati kasi nung nag-lecture ako, nung tinanong ko, meron ba kayong PBB? Parang nagalit sila sa akin. Kasi 3 taon na pala sila walang PBB. Yeah. So tumahimik na lang ako, baka lecturer lang ako doon, makapalayas pa ako. Okay, pero sabi nila, huwag mong tatanungin sa amin yung PBB niya. Bakit? 3 taon na po kami hindi nagka-qualify dyan eh. Yan. Okay. So, as a background, merong IATF. Okay, sino siya? Ito yung Interagency Task Force, no? On the harmonization of national government performance monitoring information and reporting system. Ayan. Yan si AO, based dun sa sa AO25. So dito, sinasabi dito dun sa guidelines, dun sa memorandum circular na number 2022-1, sabi dito, ito yung nag-provide ng guidelines, no? Through dun sa IATF para mabigyan ng incentive yung mga procuring entities. Ayan, no? At kasama yung EPA. Kapag nagpunta kayo ng early procurement activities nyo, na dapat ang total value ng EPPs, yung eligible procurement projects, dapat 50% nun ay pumasa, natapos nyo as early procurement activities na undertake nyo dapat siya. Ayan. So, kung ang budget nyo, ang budget nyo, 50 million. Diba? So, kung ang mga eligible na procurement nyo dyan for EPAs, halimbawa, kung 50 million yan, so kailangan 25 million dapat ang natapos nyo na early procurement activities. Sila mga 64% ma'am, di pasado kayo lagi sa PBB. Yan. Okay, so dapat 50% ng inyong total value ng inyong ng eligible procurement projects nyo ay dapat ma-undertake nyo yan. Sa mga LGUs, may PBB ba kayo? Wala?
Meron sa Pasig. Pasig po, we call it good governance incentive.
Pero iba pa yung good governance incentive, sir. Na, ganito rin, naka-anchor dito sa dito sa, okay, ayun. So, Pasig lang. Sige, so, dito, halos lahat ng agencies, talagang nagko-conduct na ng EPA kasi nahabol nga nila yung performance-based bonus nila. Kasi isa yun dun sa mga criteria na dapat na undertake mo at least 50% ng total value ng inyong procurement, yung eligible procurement projects. Okay. Also, as part nitong sa part naman ng GPPB, okay, nag-issue rin sila ng opinion regarding doon sa pag-conduct ng EPA. I think it's non-policy matter 001-2022. Yan. So, meron din sinabi doon si GPPB para sa ganun, ma-assist nga yung mga agencies kung paano nila i-conduct ng kanilang mga EPA. Sige, next. Dahil si GPPB, di ba, nagko-conduct siya ng regular monitoring, ng implementation ng procurement rules through the submission of procurement reports. Anong mga reports? Procurement reports ang sinasubmit nyo? Sige nga, PMR, APCPI, ano pa? Tatlo yun, di ba? Siyempre magsisimula saan? APP, yan, magaling. Ano ibig sabihin APCPI? Huwag na po, APP na lang po. Ano ibig sabihin APCPI, ma'am?
Agency Procurement Compliance Performance Indicators.
Ganun mo. Saan agency ka?
Visayas State University.
Sa Leyte. Ayan. Okay. Sige. Kasi nung isang, tinanong ko yung isang participant, sige ma'am, ano ibig sabihin ng APCPI? Ma'am, APP na lang. Okay. Then submissions received through email and considered as compliant, will be included in a positive list for endorsement through AO25. Ibig sabihin, kapag compliant kayo doon sa EPA na kinonduct nyo, okay, si GPPB-TSO kasi, nag-issue siya ng positive list. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga agencies na compliant doon sa kanilang mga submission. Kasi ito yung i-endorse nila doon sa AO25. Para makasama sila sa PBB. Pero sabi ko nga, isa lang yun sa mga criteria. Okay? Next. Yan. Sa itong 2023 daw, last year, yung sa 2023 proposed budget, GPPB-TSO was able to generate its EPA positive list last June 2023. Or exactly 5 months from the start of the year. Tapos nagkaroon ng second level of review na nag-start noong June 1, 2023, and by September 15, the final EPA positive list was endorsed to AO25 Secretariat. So ganun si GPPB-TSO kabilis mag-submit ng ng review niya. Kasi yung 2023 yan, nakiklaim nyo naman yan after di ba? 1 year or 2 years pa. Yung yung latest na nakuha nyo, yung mga nakakuha, nakuha nyo? 2022, di ba? Nagre-release na ngayon. So almost siya, 2 years din siya. So taas lahat ng kamay na nag-qualify sa PBB. Huwag kayo makasiguro, hindi nyo nakikita sa ATM nyo. Baka mabulit niya. So yung isa, nabigla pa lang magkayo pasaman. Okay. Ayan. So, Yun yung positive list, ha, na sinasabit ng GPPB-TSO. Kaya kayo, pinagsasabit ng mga procurement reports sa kanila. Okay, next. So, meron na ngayon yung sinasabi natin na online system. Yan, si Regina. Yan, online system. So, anong trabaho ng system? Yan. Ang sistema, napaka-importante siya. No? Kayo ba meron mga procurement monitoring system na ginagamit? Ha? Yes kayo ng yes dyan, ha? Paano nyo naman monitor yung procurement nyo? May system kayo? From the time na nireceive yung PR, nasa database siya, tapos bawat galaw ng PR, yung ganun kayo? Ha? So, hindi yung tanong ng tanong sa end user, ano na yung status ng procurement namin? Tagal naman itong bug na to. Yan. Pero kung may sistema, di ba, monitor nyo dun sa system. Hindi na kayo kailangan magtanong ng magtanong. Eh, dapat meron kayong kahit na simple lang na procurement monitoring system. Lahat naman kayo may mga IT, di ba? So, pwede yung in-house mo, madali lang yun. Yes. So, ano ibig sabihin, anong trabaho ni online system? Sabi dito, automatically detects the actual date and time when the submission was made. Yan, syempre, di ba, real time. Kailan yung sinagmit, yun yung nare-record. And then, upload certifications online. Ayan, sabi dito, and have their peers themselves enter the information of the respective certification. Kayo mismo, no? Dito sa bagong system, mismo yung mga procuring entities, so kaya lang through your registered user yan. No? Eventually, kung gamit niyo yung system, so makikita nyo, or kayo na mismo din yung mag-encode ng inyong mga data dyan or information. Also, generates real-time basic analytics through the system's real-time transparency dashboard. Diba? So, pag pumasok kayo dun sa website ni GPPB, di ba, meron siyang yung dashboard. So, makikita, minsan may makikita kayo mga statistics niyan. Ayan. So, result yun ng mga reports na sinasubmit nyo. Okay? Next, allows the procuring entity to review all their information and correctness of the report before clicking the submit button. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, doon sa system, bago nyo i-finalize na i-submit siya, marireview nyo muna lahat ng mga information na isinubmit mo. Okay, next. Ano pa? So, it also allows the procuring entity to check their submission status through the same dashboard. So, makikita nyo na rin, di ba? Di yung tanong kayo ng tanong, naghihintay kayo kung anong status ng submission nyo. So, dito, dun sa dashboard, makikita nyo na. So, yung status niya, kung nire-review ba siya or na-submit na ba siya. Also, it allows PEs to check the status of their compliance and take actions or address deficiencies if necessary before the deadline. Ayan. So, makikita nyo rin sa dashboard kasi baka minsan, baka kulang. O kaya may mga lacking documents o kaya mga lacking information. So, pwede nang makita yun ni procuring entity para sa ganon, di ba? Ma-address nyo agad kung ano man yung mga lacking requirements na yun or documents. Hindi yung kung kailang ang tagal na, di ba? Naghihintay pa kayo, sasabihin sa inyo, kulang kayo ng requirements or gano'n. So, yung sistema, ang purpose naman lahat ng sistema, mapagdali yung buhay natin lahat, di ba? Yes. So, ano pa? Sabi rito, request for reconsiderations will just a click of a button within 7 days, diba? After determining their status of non-compliance. Ayan. So, dito raw, pwede na after 7 days, kapag yung status nyo ay non-compliant, lumabas doon, non-compliant kayo, sabi rito, pwede na kayong mag-request for reconsideration. Ayan. Within 7 days, after na ma-inform kayo doon sa non-compliance nyo. Yan. So, yan yung sa Regina. Yan yung mga purpose, no? Or yung functions ng Regina system. Next. Ito lang, ayan. Ito yung sample. Sample lang to. Ito yung mga fields no, na pinapakita sa atin. Yan. Ito yung sa EPA submission form. Kaya nga tinatanong ko kayo lahat kanina, importante yung no, meron kayong procurement monitoring system. Ayan. Ako mahilig ako lagi dun sa yung pagbuo ng mga system. Yun yung gusto ko yung nag-analyze ka ng mga proseso. Ayan, para makita ko saan mo ba siya i-improve. Kaya ako, kapag meron akong gustong malaman, kung kahit kailangan maging taga-receive ako, gagawin ko. Kasi para maintindihan ko yung proseso. Di ba? Nung minsan, doon sa isang agency, nung nandun ako, so sabi nila ang daming complaints. Yan. Kasi maraming complaints dun sa receiving. Yan. So, para maintindihan ko siya, para malaman ko kung anong problema, ako mismo yung nagpunta sa receiving. Ako yung magre-receive. So, nandun na ako. Habang may ginagawa ko dun sa computer, na-analyze ko yung system, merong lumapit. So, nagtanong siya, sabi niya, Ma'am, dito po ba nagtatrabaho si Joey de la Cruz? Itago na lang natin siya sa pangalan Joey de la Cruz. Yan. Dito po ba nagtatrabaho si Joey de la Cruz? Yan ang ginagawa lang ako aming nagtanong kasi nasa receiving ako. Sabi ko, ano tinatanong mo? Ma'am, dito po ba nagtatrabaho si Joey de la Cruz? Si Joey, dito siya pumapasok, pero hindi ko lang alam kung nagtatrabaho siya. Tama ba yun? Ha? Tama yun, ha? Galit, ayun. Napunta lang ako doon sa receiving tapos may nagtanong Diba? Kaya, di ko po alam. Dito siya pumapasok. Di ko alam kung nagtatrabaho siya. Pero araw-araw nakikita ko siya. Diba? Okay, so next. Yan. Ito rin yun, no? Ito rin yung dashboard naman. Yung sa Regina system. Ayan. So, dito makikita nyo yung mga submission. Yan. Number of EPA certificate submissions. Number of fees with successful EPA. Unsuccessful EPA. Ayan. Pati yung number of fees na ayan, ako masasama na kayo sa listahan sa susunod. Makikita na ng lahat ng mga agencies. Sino yung mga magagaling na nakapag-submit, successfully submitted? Sino yung mga hindi nagko-conduct ng EPA? Ayan. Meron pang may exemption number of fees exempted from EPA. Ayan. So, ano lang to? Ito yung, siguro eventually, nilaunch lang to ni GPPB-TSO. But eventually, pwede nyo nang magamit yung system para dun sa EPA. Ayan. Meron na rin, di ba, yung PBD Builder. Alam niyo yun? Ano yun? DPBT Builder. Ano ayun? Ha? Yes, ma'am. Doon na okay. Sino-sino yung gumagamit na ng PBD Builder? Trinay mo lang, ma'am. Pero, natatagal ako. Feedback ko, matagal. Matagal daw. Ayan. Kasi ang purpose ng system yung pinag-uusapan natin. Ang purpose syempre ng PBD Builder. Para ma-assist kayo doon sa mga ginagawa ng mga Philippine Billing documents para hindi na mali-mali yung o kaya hindi updated yung ginagamit nyo. Okay, next. Yan. Next, yung last topic natin, adopting sustainable and gender-responsive practices in procurement. Next. Yan. Green public procurement. So, yung green public procurement, alam natin lahat, no? Climate change is here. Okay? Nag-iisa lang yung si planet Earth. At alam natin na sobra-sobra dami na ng tao na gumagamit ng resources, okay? So, we need to take action. Okay? So, kung si Green Public Procurement, so, ang gusto niya ay mag-procure tayo ng mga goods, services, and works with a reduced environmental impact throughout their life cycle. And compared to goods, services, and works with the same primary function that would otherwise be procured. The next. So, si Green Public Procurement, parang mahirap siya, no? Diba? Kayo ba meron ng, kanina may narinig ako nagtanong no? So, tinatanong niyo kung mandatory ba? Kung mandatory ba? Or ini-encourage lang ba? Ayan. So, GPP is a good practice of public procurement. Sabi dito then, growing understanding and operationalization of sustainable development. So, since the Earth Summit in 1992 pa, di ba? Nung nagkaroon ng Earth Summit, yan. Yung awareness, nung pa binibuild up sa ating lahat. Meron pa nga kayong di ba kailan ba yung March? Yung tina-turn off nyo yung Earth Hour, ayan. O, di ba? Ginagawa nyo rin ba yun? Yung mga maliliit na pwede natin contribute para dun sa sustainability, no? And then, sabi rin, governments are leading by example and use their immense purchasing power to shape the patterns of growth, eventually achieving green growth. So, yung gobyerno, diba? Dapat siya yung primary mover. Okay? Siya yung talagang nakakakitaan ng practice. Para sa ganun, ma-encourage lahat na mag-procure ng green. Then, best practices show the individual nature of national GPP programs and provide inspiration for the Philippine Green Public Procurement. Okay, next. So, dito, kapag daw magkukonda ka ng green public procurement, ito yung mga considerations mo doon sa assessment matrix mo. Market readiness. So, yung market ba? Sa ngayon ba? Ready na ba talaga? No? Meron ba? Kapag ba nag-source out tayo, so nakikita ba natin na merong mga alternative products na merong mga green specs? So, ano yung environmental impact? So, ano ba yung i-consider mo? Di ba? Yung cost, yung long-term use, ayan. Against doon sa environmental impact niya. Cost implications, di ba? Mahal. Tama? Pag yung green, sabing green building, iba rin yung green construction, mahal yun, di ba? Kasi lahat siya, kino-consider mo yung environmental impact ng mga construction na yun. And then practicability, support to government, environmental objectives, and support to local economy. Yan, ha? So, mas malawak kapag tinignan mo yung green public procurement. No? Pati yung minsan sabi natin, yung dapat yung farm to table, farm to market, di ba? Kasi gusto mo i-sustain, tulungan yung local markets mo. No? Dahil sila yung pwedeng talagang makatulong mo para doon sa green procurement. Next. So, merong GPPB Resolution number 25/2017. Okay. Para doon sa green public procurement. Okay, next. Okay. So, dito meron ng mga pilot projects, no? Under dun sa mga iba't ibang categories niya. So, merong energy efficient equipment or facility, food and catering services, meeting, incentives, conferences, sustainable textile fabrics, motor vehicles, ICT system, and communication materials. Kapag sa energy efficient, ano yung mga dapat na natin, binibili natin, or ano yung technical specs niya? Ha? ED, ano pa? Solar, ayan. Kasi yung mga renewable energy natin, di ba? Pwede yung galing sa solar, sa wind, ano pa? Yung hydropower, no? Using water, yung biofuels, biomass. Kapag naman daw food and catering services, anong sample nyo ng green? Yun, no? Tama na. Yung mga ingredients, no? Dapat, organic. Ano pa? Dapat, ma'am, green yung, tablecloth? Ay, hindi. Ha? Yes. Yan, yung mga spoon and fork daw, hindi plastic. Ano pa? Ha? Pag sa catering, ano pa? Bawal lang yung mga plastic bottles, ayan. Kaya nga kayo ni-encourage, di ba? Dapat may dala kayong mga kanya-kanya yung, kanya-kanya yung tumbler, di ba? Ayan. Para sa gano'n, hindi na kayo gagamit ng plastic. So, yun yung sa mga catering, no? Kapag sa mga meeting, venues, conferences, paano? Ano yung sample ng technical specs? The green specs? Ha? Walang aircon? Ano? Recycle daw yung mga conference materials. Yung mga papers. Pag sa venue, sir. Ha? Maraming puno. Sa loob ng conference room. Ano pa? So, di ba? Kasi meron sinasabing green building din di ba? So, pag gano'n, ibig sabihin, mas matataas yung mga ceilings mo para, di ba? Para yung light. Ayan. Yung ventilation. Yung light. Ayan. So, eventually, solar power, yung building, yung mga conference venues nyo. So, eventually, pag mag-release na kayo ng venue in the future, in the next siguro mga 3 to 5 years, yan na yung criteria, yung specs nyo, di ba? Yung facilities, ayan. Yun na yung mga gagamitin nyo. Mababago na yung mukha ng mga criteria. Kasi ngayon, pag nag-release kayo ng venue, anong criteria? Anong hinahanap nyo? Ha? Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi agad Hindi talaga mabuhay ng walang Wi-Fi So, Wi-Fi. Ano pa? Uli aircon. Ano pa? Ha? Yung sound system. Ano pa? May swimming pool. Kayo po ay magte-train. Hindi po kayo mag-swimming. Ayan. Okay. Pero ganun ginagawa, no? Ano yun? Year-end assessment. Mid-year assessment. Ayan. Mid-year assessment. Pag mid-year assessment, yun yung outing, summer outing. Pag year-end assessment, Christmas party. Yun. Galing, no? Itago na lang po natin siya sa year-end assessment. Ayan. Pero yung doon nyo nilalagay yung mga expenses for Christmas party. Sige. So ano pa? Sustainable textile fabrics.
Recycled plastics.
Ayun, no? Recycled. Actually, sino ba? Si H&M ba?
Yeah.
No? Meron siyang gano'n, di ba? Pwede nyo ibalik yung mga luma nyo ng textile, yung mga clothes, ayan. So, motor vehicles, meron na rin yun, hybrid, electric, mas mahal siya. Yeah, so, mga ICT system services, yan. So, ano pa? Sa construction materials, ganun din, no? Dapat green cement. Kayo ba't meron talagang green cement? Oo, diba? Yung component niya. Yan. So, hindi ko lang alam kung pwede ba yung pako maging, hindi siya bakal, no? Pwede rin siguro, no? Kawayan. Actually, bamboo nga yung sinasabi nila na. Yan. So, hindi ko lang alam paano kaya natin, no? Anyway. So, yun na yung dapat na ginagawa natin, no? So, sa gobyerno, kayong mga, wala ako sa gobyerno. Kayong mga nasa gobyerno, yun na yung dapat na tinitingnan nyo, no? Paano tayo makakatulong na dun sa environmental issues natin at masustain natin, no? Yung green public procurement. Next. So, to concretize, nung ginagawa ngayon, meron na tayong kay PSDBM. Yan. Kay PSDBM, meron siyang first set ng prioritized common supplies and equipment. So, ito yung mga yan. Okay? Ito na isa-isahin yan. Nakikita niyo yan pag nagpo-procure kayo kay PSDBM. And then, meron din siyang non-CSEs. Yan. Ito rin yun. Okay? So, next. So, ito yung roadmap. Okay? So, ito yung roadmap mula noong 2020. Yan. Ano na yung ginagawa ng Philippine government, no? So noong 2020, na-review yung Philippine Green Public Procurement, ni-launch ni GPPB yung monitoring mechanisms. In 2021, nagkaroon ng medium level assessment or implementation together with China, Japan, and Korea. And then, nagkaroon na ng designation, no, ng Green Public Procurement Focal Persons by virtue ng GPPB Resolution number 8 Series 2022. Nagkaroon din siya ng workshop para dun sa mga pilot agencies. No? And then, in-enroll siya sa UNEP para dun sa implementation assessment. Kaya yun yung isa lang yung roadmap, ano na yung nangyayari sa atin. Doon sa ating Green Public Procurement. So next. So, just to quote si E.B. Weng, no, sinasabi niya, GPP is not merely for compliance and procurement greenwashing. Sabi niya rito, but it is an initiative towards sustainable production, consumption, and disposal of items that make an impact on the environment and economy. So, let's remember that. And then next, for the last topic, yung gender-responsive procurement. So, ano naman siya? So, merong GPPB Resolution number 01-2023. Yan. Dito, sinasabi si GPPB supports an enabling environment that would stimulate equal opportunities for women-owned and women-led businesses. And tamang-tama, Women's Month nga pala ngayon. Yan. Bukas, international, Women's Day. Ayan. So, dapat meron siyang procurement para doon na kung saan, ini-encourage natin ang participation ng sektor ng mga kababaihan, no? Yes. Okay, next. Ito yung data lang galing ko sa DTI, no? Based to doon sa mga nag-register sa kanila na mga businesses. Yan. So sabi niya rito, out of 58.8 or 2.5 million, sabi niya dito, yung data nila dun sa women-led businesses in the Philippines, no? Registered ay 58.8%. Okay, next. So, how to go gender responsive? So, kailangan yung RECE. So, we should review yung ating mga existing requirements, procedures, pag nagko-conduct tayo ng market study or market scoping, okay, and identify ways for PEs to ensure meaningful competition across all suppliers, including women-owned or women-led businesses. Enhance greater access to markets of women-owned and women-led businesses. So, sa market scoping or sa scanning, dapat alam natin, no, ano yung mga organizations or groups ng mga kababaihan na nandoon sa business sector or para doon sa mga specific supplies or requirements na kailangan natin. Then collaborate with private sector, civil society organizations, women groups, and stakeholders para doon sa ma-leverage yung expertise, yung resources, at syempre yung networking in advancing gender equality. Then encourage We encourage government agencies, corporations, and large buyers to prioritize sourcing from women-owned suppliers when procuring goods or services online. Yan. So, pag nag-Shopee daw kayo, tsaka naglalasada kayo, pahanapin nyo yung mga seller na mga babae. Yan. Okay? Sige. I think that is the last slide. Yan. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was our GPPB recognized trainer, Ma'am Juliana Suma. So at this point, let's proceed to our open forum. We did not receive any advanced questions online, so let's move on to our on-site question. Anyone?
Good morning, ma'am, from Northwest Tamar State University. So ito, tatanong lang. You did mention earlier regarding the bidders, yung blacklisted.
Okay.
Yeah. So, alam naman natin na pag blacklisted, they cannot participate or they are eligible to join the bidding process. Klaro po yun, ma'am. No? But my concern is this. With regards to eligibility criteria, the bidding documents typically outline specific eligibility criteria that bidders must meet. This criteria might address aspects like financial capability, technical experience, or past performance. This is the invitation to bid might give the procuring entity some discretion to decide on bidders' eligibility based on their specific circumstances. This means they might consider factors like the nature of the existing contract, its progress, and the bidder's overall track record. My question is it legal for a procuring entity to include an eligibility criterion and the invitation to bid, stating that bidders with incomplete deliveries on existing contracts are ineligible to participate?
Okay, boss. Nasa topic ko po. Joke lang. Okay. Tingnan ko lang kung baka gutom na kayo eh. So, gising pa kayo. Okay. So, ang tanong ni Sir. Ang tanong ni Sir? Joke lang. Sir, no. Biro lang, Sir. Naiintindihan ko. Yan. Inigising ko lang kayo. Yan. So, sabi ni Sir, pwede ba? Sa eligibility, di ba kung ano na yung nandoon? Sabi ko, kung ano lang yung sinasabi ng law, ng rules, yun lang yung dapat na hinihingi natin doon sa mga bidders natin. Di ba? Kasi, hindi nyo pwedeng magdagdag. Kaya nga, meron lang doon sa eligibility, di ba? Yung legal, yung technical requirements, doon na yun. Pero sabi ni Sir, pwede ba kaming yung ibang agencies, pwede ba kaming magdagdag? Okay, ng ibang requirements. Ayan. So, yung iba, ginagawa nila kung meron silang, mas tinataasan nila, pero hindi dun sa eligibility requirements, ha? Hindi po doon. Kasi yun na, kung ano na yung stated dun sa rules, yun na po siya. Okay? Pero yung iba, doon sa kanilang additional requirements nila, ang dinadagdag lang nila minsan, yung isang ISO, o kaya naman yung sa performance, ayan. Pero, hindi po, lalo na kung sa tingin niyo po, ay mag-constrain ng competition, yung dinadagdag nyo na requirements. Okay? Kasi baka mamaya, isa lang pala o dalawa lang pala yung makakapag-participate niyan. Yan. Kasi ang tanong ni Sir, pwede ba yun yung performance? Yung performance niya. Tama, Sir, di ba? Yung gusto niyong tingnan yung performance niya. Okay. Meron naman po doon naman po sa pag-submit nila, di ba? Doon din sa ng mga documents, hinihingan nyo rin sila ng mga kanilang list ng mga ongoing at saka ongoing completed contracts, di ba? So, pati yung kanilang largest single contract, hinihingi nyo yun. So, pwede, tapos, nandun naman po, di ba? Naka-attach din doon yung performance nila, yung rating nila doon sa mga contracts na yun. Ayan. So, kaya po kung eligibility pinag-uusapan, eligibility requirements, hindi po kayo pwedeng magdagdag na. No? Kung ano yung nasa rules, yun na po yun. Kaya sinasabi ko nga, yung performance nila, makikita nyo doon sa submission nila nung kanilang, yung list ng kanilang mga ongoing and completed contracts. Ayan. At during post-qua, pwede rin kayo mag-validate, di ba? Pwede, yung nga yung purpose ng post-qua, di ba? You validate, you ascertain, you determine kung yung mga submissions nga nila ay faithful ba doon sa mga documents na sinagmit. Parang malungkot si Sir. Nasagot ko po ba? Sir?
Kasi halimbawa suppliers mismo namin na sila mismo ang nilicomply ng requirement doon na incomplete delivery. Ito, sa akin naman kami sa bidding. Nanalo na ng bidding, delivery ka equipment or goods. Hindi nakapasa on time, tapos may bidding kayo doon, sasali naman ng sila.
Okay. So, okay.
Kaya pwede ko yung
Kaya nga, sir, dapat kasi, kung meron kayong mga airing contractors, suppliers, dapat kung hindi nakapag-deliver, talagang meron kayong di ba, kung omnibus warning statement yung sinasabit nila, di ba, automatic sila na na blacklisted sila kapag hindi sila nakapag-comply, hindi sila nakapag-perform. Yun yung dapat na sinasampulan niyo yung mga bidders nyo, huwag kayong mabait. Yan. Kasi sa ibang agencies, ang dami-dami ng supply na ginagawa ng bidder, nakakasali pa rin siya lagi. Di ba? Meron naman kayong way para, di ba, pwede nyo silang i-suspend, pwede nyo silang i-blacklist, meron pa kayong contract termination committee sa mga agencies nyo para sila yung mag-review ng performance. Pwede po yun. Para sir, hindi na sila paulit-ulit na nakakasali sa bidding nyo.
Yan. So anyone po, next question? Ayan.
Maraming preference po ng women-led businesses. Nagpa-violate na kayo ng fair competition? Ng fair competition sa bidding.
Okay. Sir, kasi rin naman siya, diba? Mag-undergo pa rin naman sila ng ng submission, ng review assessment ng mga documents na sinabit nila. So, yun nga lang, ini-encourage natin sila na makapag-participate or mabigyan ng opportunity. Lalo na yung mga nasa local markets, di ba? O kaya yung mas maliliit na mga negosyo na makapag-participate sila sa procurement ng gobyerno. Okay. So, I think kailangan meron pa rin siyang assessment, sir. May review pa rin siya at compliant sila doon sa mga requirements.
Alright, so I guess we can accommodate one more. Sa likod po, may question pa po tayo. Before we end, sabi ni Sir, wala na. Dahil gutom na siya. Gutom na po ba ang lahat? Ayan. So, ayan po. Thank you very much once again for So, again po, if you have more questions at kung kailangan pa ulit ng matigtibang usapan about blacklisting, we have our team down, yung second table po natin. That's our team that can cater to our blacklisting concerns sa ating PBB. Thank you very much for your feedback. Our secretariat has noted that. Basically, we can look siguro dun sa maximum system capacity, if that's possible, every hour, kung ilan yung mga pwedeng sabay-sabay every hour. Thank you very much po. And kung meron pa po kayong mga comments, we would like to hear more through our ProHub. Meron po tayong section doon sa baba. Your takeaways, feedback, comments, and of course, yung evaluation. Please do not forget to evaluate our event. That's through our ProHub as well. And then once you accomplish that, automatic again, you will be receiving a certificate of participation. And we see, especially yung sa mga nasa likod po, pinipicturan ng ating presentation materials. Do not worry. We will be providing all the presentation materials to your emails. Okay? So, ayan. Bakit daw ngayon na sinabi? Ayan. Sige po. What else? So again, promote ko lang po ulit. Our government booths are open until 4 p.m. today until Friday. We have our GSIS, Land Bank, Pag-ibig, and DICT booths. Yeah. And then for those who are interested to enroll sa ating public procurement specialist certification course, we have 6 available booths sa ating pong lobby. We have CLSU, UPLB, PLM, PUP, USPP, and WIPSU. Alright, so again, our procurement clinic din po open pa rin po until 4:30 until Friday. And of course, our other TSO booths. Okay? So before we end our session, let's have a group photo with our resource speaker.
Akala ko tatayo ko yun.